So you're telling me there's a chance?
Are you going to me?
I would certainly like to.
10 years ago, the world lost...
Billy, I need your help, man. All right. Axel.
The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is the Bombay bad boy himself, Big Red Nick Utown.
Yep, glad to be in a wonderful Thursday night with everybody. It has been 10 years since Harambe, so that's when the timeline jumped and we all got screwed.
Yeah, everything broke on the day of Harambe's passing because the world fell apart, up became down, black became white, Biff is corrupt and powerful and married to your mother. It is the shits. So, Nick,
yeah, it is the Taco Bell shits, if you will.
I'm just ready to flush on this whole era of everything.
Yeah, me too. Does everybody want us to really make Briarville so we can all live in like 2005 forever?
You know, take me back to 1999 with high-speed internet. I'm good. Like, I want a modern phone and I want high-speed internet, but like they had high-definition TVs in 99. They weren't as good, but they existed.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell. Yeah, give me one good, good solid 4K TV, and I'll be fine for a while. So, because anything beyond that, I feel like is just a joke, and they're just trying to get your money. So,
hey, I like the TV I've had for a while. I don't need to upgrade to an 8K. That new Spider-Man show looks pretty damn good on it. So,
yeah, that just started recently.
Yeah, somebody in the chat had asked me, Jeff, have you watched it? I've watched it a little bit, and I like it. So I would highly recommend you check it out if you like Nicolas Cage, if you like Spider-Man, if you like noir. But we have a word of the day, and we have a big show planned for you tonight, folks. I forgot to introduce the show. I'm sorry. I was so excited and saddened by the passing of Harambe that I, forgot how the show goes. So tonight, folks, we got a big show planned for you. We're going to be covering, well, something that is no longer with us beyond Harambe, the midnight release. So we're going to go back and we're going to remember some of the great midnight release stories, and we want you guys to give us some of your favorites as well. Halo 3 is legendary, but what about Gears of War 2? What about other games? What about other consoles? What about books, movies, other things that launched at midnight? There used to be a sense of excitement in society. A new game would come out. You go to your local GameStop at 10:30. They're not even going to be open for another 90 minutes. You get in line, you hang out with people, you make friends, and you never talk to them again. It's the greatest, most American thing ever. And tonight we're going to lament the fact that it is no longer a thing you can do in 2026. You just got to pre-order everything online and act like a jackass. So,
dude, it's terrible. This whole pre-order thing online stuff is terrible. Like I have to pre-order a downloaded file. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, and then sometimes, like with my James Bond game, we're going to talk about that in a second from St. Georgian, your prepaying your download and it's on your system doesn't work. So I got 2 games on my console that I paid for that I can't use, and I got to take it up with Xbox personally, Nick. I got a bank receipt that says James Bond First Light purchased, so I'm gonna take it up.
Yeah, dude. No, it's the whole you will own nothing and be happy is bullshit. I'm sorry. I don't. Yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. Hence why I built my server. So.
Well, we'll talk about all that stuff in a minute, folks. We have a word of the day. It came in early at 2:59. Thank you, John Thomas. He has been ready. The word of the day is Harambe. Pour one out for the gentle soul needlessly deleted 10 years ago. Maybe the timeline will heal if we mourn properly. Can't hurt to try.
Oh man, at this point, if somebody said, "Hey, do this to heal the timeline," I would do it. I just don't care anymore.
I realized this is a missed opportunity. Harambe was killed here in Cincinnati. This wasn't like something I couldn't. Okay, so real quick, folks, since we're talking about the Harambe word of the day, when that actually went down, the story broke here first, and it's like a kid, got into the enclosure, they killed the gorilla. That was the end of it. It took a couple days for that story to go viral. So, like, when everybody's going on the internet about Harambe this and Harambe that, I get it from a different point of view. I remember as it happened, I was like, oh, that's terrible. And then, I moved on, and then it just became a meme. So I'm now a part of the Church of Harambe, but, I just had to tell you how I became a believer a little later. So, Nick, let's come up with some titles like Harambe's on a Plane. That's what Kendo is.
Plane. Oh, God. No, that one wouldn't work. A few Harambes over the cuckoo's nest.
What we really need is a few Harambes more.
A few Harambes more. There you go. Saving Private Harambe.
I love that one. Operation Harambe Drop.
Oh, that's a good one. No, that wouldn't work. Let's see. Lawrence of Harambe. That works, actually. That works.
I mean, Harambe of Arabia just doesn't have the nice ring to it.
It doesn't. 7 Harambes.
12 angry Harambes.
Citizen Harambe.
My left Harambe.
Sorry, Harambe's list.
It's the guy who shot him. Who else?
Oh, God.
That damn kid. He's like, I want revenge. He's an adult now. I'm going to whoop his ass from the grave.
That'd be funny.
Wait,
shit.
We should make a Harambe's revenge comic. Like the zombie Harambe comes back up. And then after
they did it for Osama bin Laden. They made a shitty movie.
Yeah, but Osama bin Laden didn't bring anything good to the world.
That's 100%.
Harambe was the good in the world. And when that light was snuffed out, Nick will never be the same.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, it is. It was terrible. It does seem like as soon as that happened, everything went to shit. CERN fired up their big collider and just shoved us into the other timeline. So,
speaking of shoving, let's shove this show into the absurd territory because we have our friend Georgian who sent in a wonderful super chat. But when $50 is hit here on WCBS, beyond our eternal thanks, you get our favorite button.
They say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the three-way at sacrifice, you got a 33 1/3 chance of winning. But I got a 66 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even going to try. So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 1/3 chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 1/3 chance of winning at sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning, if we used to go one-on-one, and then add 66 2/3%, I got 141 2/3 chance of winning at sacrifice. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at sacrifice.
Oh, yes, they do. So, Georgian, thank you very much for this wonderful message. He says 007 First Light isn't looking good. It appears to be straddling the fence, so to speak. It doesn't feel like a stealth game. Women dominate key parts of the game, and many aren't typical bombshells, even the E-celebs. The game is non-binary.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm stealing that, Georgian. I will credit you, but I am stealing that fucking line. That is gold.
That is good. That is good. That sucks, man. But I mean, they did start developing it like probably like 5 years ago or something. So still in that era of those things happening. So it doesn't surprise me. I mean, it's gonna take a while for
James Bond isn't for this time anymore, and I'm a diehard 007
no,
fan.
and it's no, and it sucks that that we have all this crap and people can't just accept it as just. I mean, like it's funny because they accept Tom Cruise and the Mission Impossible stuff, but they can't accept James Bond. It's weird.
Because
Strange.
of third wave fem. Okay, here's the thing though. It's that the feminists, whoever they could be males too, but people don't want to have this talk. Those people aren't really representative of most people. It's like I saw a meme the other day, or maybe it was today. It was some movie where they wanted to put a kiss in it, and the director wanted to put a kiss in it, and the actors wanted to put a kiss in it too, but because they were worried about like some marketing person was like Gen Z or whatever won't like the sex scene, so they kept it out of the movie. It was like some famous movie, and I just saw it the other day. I'm trying to find the meme on my phone, but they don't have fucking money. They're not going to buy James Bond. Stop bending over for a group of people that don't like this stuff.
Oh yeah,
that'd be like Paramount coming to me and saying, Jeff, we want to make Star Trek just like Star Wars. Help us out. I'd go, no, J.J. Abrams already did that. People like what they like. People hate what they hate. And stop making Bond political. Like, here's how Amazon should do it. Ignore these people. They're the small vocal minority. Let me flip this to something stupid. But everybody told us in the beginning, well, you guys are the small vocal minority. Star Wars is better than ever, and you people will wash out. Here we are. A new movie came out. Nobody gave a shit. That is the prime example. The Mandalorian isn't about, hey, Star Wars is dead. It's about what happens when you take the audience that is diehard and will throw money at you for the rest of their lives, and you piss on them. And that's what they've been doing with James Bond. Just let the guy be gone. It should have ended before the last one anyway, because it was a garbage movie. You got to stop trying to appeal to the people on social media. Oh, I have a black female 007. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants any of this. And this game would have died if they wouldn't have made James Bond white. They tried all this other shit with the supporting cast, and it's very obvious. But James Bond had to look and act like James Bond. And if this game sells well, the movie's going to reflect that shit. I have a firm belief, Georgian, that this game is the litmus test for MGM to move forward with their style of 007. And sadly, it's hit with the critics, and that this is the new James Bond. And if you don't like it, well, guess what? I won't buy it. So Amazon, kiss it. Sorry, that was a lot, Nick. I'm passionate about Bond.
Yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of Mandalorian and box office and things like that, I do love that the horror movie obsession is still like climbing the charts and still like in the top 5 over the past couple of weeks. Is it
going to be an obsession and Backrooms 1 and 2 slot this weekend?
I think so. And like, I will say this till the day I die. And I'll always say this on this podcast. Horror is the redheaded stepchild of Hollywood. They love to bring it out when they need money and then put it back in its cage when they think they made enough. Because that's what they do with horror. Like, horror is always this thing that everybody loves in general. Everybody has their. I swear to God, if I meet anybody who never has a favorite horror movie, I think they're a psychopath. I really do. But everybody at least has one horror movie that they love, they like, or that scared the crap out of them. Yeah, I mean, with Backrooms coming out as well, I think it'll fight Obsession with the top 5, which is still fine. But I do love that Obsession was made for under $1 million. And it's probably going to hit 100 million in the next like couple of weeks, if not by the end of next week.
Yeah, I'll try to go out and see it one of these days, man.
Which I mean, like, even though they said, I think Mandalorian and Grogu is the lowest budgeted Disney movie supposedly at 165. Still doesn't mean a fucking thing, because you're getting beaten by a movie that was shot in a month with less than $1 million and that had a major release, and people are like raving over it. Everybody's telling everybody else to go see it. So
I went to pick up some more boards and bags to ship out the book, and I asked the guy just in passing, hey, have you seen the new Star Wars? And he goes, no, not really. He's like, I like the too. And I went, well, you're not really missing out, because this movie is just a couple episodes of the show put together. And he goes, yeah, I really wasn't in a rush to see it. And we just talked about how he's disinterested. And this is like the mecca of geekdom, the comic book store where you go and talk about all this shit. And people are just like, they're apathetic. It's a dead franchise, man. If this 50th anniversary doesn't go off without a hitch, and the next one with Ryan Gosling doesn't make all the money they expect it to do,
no. Ryan, no, the one with Ryan Gosling's not going to make any money. I don't care how good the trailer is. It's DOA. It's because you still have that fucking stink from Kathleen Kennedy on the company. Yep. I don't care who the new guy is. I don't care how many people he's fired. I don't care the fact that they're like changing half or a third of Star Wars land to original Star Wars. Like, I don't care. Like, you talk down to the fans instead of listening to us. You constantly were just like, you're gonna like this, and you're gonna take it, and we're just like, no, we're not gonna give you our money. And then we started fighting back and not giving them our money. They're just like, oh, you're just ists and phobes, and you hate these things that that we're trying to include in this world. It's like these were included years ago, decades ago, if you will, and nobody cared. Everybody was cool about this stuff before, but the fact that you want to shine a light on it and make it, your whole identity and stuff, and make it this big thing, and shoehorn these characters in that, it's okay. It's one of those things where like you shoehorn these characters in that are different races and different genders or whatever. That's fine, but then you give them no fucking backstory and you make them seem stupid on screen. Like, if you're gonna do it, like give them something, man. Give them some good lines, a solid backstory, like anything. But
these people air.
Yeah, but
sorry.
Yeah, but you gave them absolutely nothing. You're just like, oh, look, an Asian person on screen. Stand up and cheer. What did she do? What the fuck did she do? Oh, the black guy on screen. Stand up and cheer. What did he do? What's happening here? It's
so patronizing, and everybody out there knows it. Like, every demographic goes, oh, great. Like, it's great that you have a movie or a thing that represents people, but we're like 30 years past that. It ain't a big deal,
Yeah,
Asian movie stars are not new. We've had them for literally decades. We can take it back to Bruce Lee. We can take it back to, Charlie Chan doesn't count, but those are movies. Those are real. But let's use Bruce Lee. He's a megastar.
Yeah.
And there's been tons of even non-martial arts actors that it's like, we've kind of hit the bottom of the barrel with this diversity thing. So now they pull out Cynthia Erivo. So it's like we have Black Nosferatu, and she's gay. That's the most diverse casting ever. So she's going to play Alphabet the Witch, and that's the end of the story.
And nobody cares. I think there have been some inklings of her being Storm, and everyone's like, no, don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. And it's one of those things like if they announce her as Storm, there's going to be a drop in the initial weekend, first weekend for sure. People are just be like,
no more stunt casting.
No, and like, once again, I'll say this again on the podcast because I love saying it. Like, with social media, they killed the celebrity. They 100% killed the celebrity.
Yeah.
So like, they cannot bank on Sydney Sweeney or whatever her name is, Mrs. Arriva or whatever the fuck it is. Anybody at all. They can't. They just can't, because once again, like I said previously, the movie Obsession was made for $500,000, not $1 billion, $500,000. It's about to cross 100 million, and there are probably a handful of recognizable people in there, but they just play side characters. There's nobody in there that is a quote unquote Hollywood celebrity. There isn't, but this movie's making fucking bank. So what does that tell you? Good. The celebrity is dead. The celebrity died fucking years ago. Do I like? And it's one of those things. Like, they were trying to put out Sydney Sweeney a couple of years ago. That's great. She's hot. Do I want to see her tits? Of course I do. But I'm not gonna run to the theater to go watch a movie she's in. Like, I'm not.
I've never actually seen anything she's in, like, ever. I've seen pictures. I've seen clips. I've seen commercials and scenes, but I've never watched a Sydney Sweeney movie. Wait, no, I take it back. I take that back. I did see Madam Web. It was so good, I forgot it. Sorry. Film of 2024. I had my own theater. Oh, I was the richest man in all of Southern Ohio.
Yeah, you had the entire theater to yourself, and you only had to buy one ticket.
I was a baller, man. And that movie is so bad, it's good. I would get messed up and watch that any day of the week.
But yeah, like Hollywood have fucked themselves, and now they want AI, so they can do AI actors. They don't want to pay anybody. They move all their production to fucking like Hungary, so they don't have to pay union fees anymore. Like, it's all fucked up. It's all fucked up.
And you can tell when those movies go to Eastern Europe. You get The Crow, that remake. What a piece of crap. It has no value artistically, commercially. It was a flop. Only Dion's drunk ass liked it because he, went there toasted. I've loved tons of.
He goes to these movies, inebriated and loves them all. It's just like I wish I could be that. I wish I could be that guy because
No, you don't.
Even
I'd kick you off the show. I'd be like,
I know you would.
one of those.
I know you would. Yeah, because like even when I'm inebriated, I'll be like, this blows.
Yeah, like I judge the movie, not the time I had out, because that's not like I'm gonna say this, folks. Don't ever use Dion's opinion on anything as my opinion. I'll get personally pissed if you're like, well, Jeff said this. No, Dion said that, and we don't look anything alike.
Yeah,
I'm tall
because
he's kind of tall.
Yeah, because like once again, love Dion to death, love the guy to death, but it's just like he's very like optimistic about a lot of these movies, and it's just like you need to be a little.
They suck.
You need to be a little more.
They
objective.
fucking suck. Like I'm gonna go back and re-edit every show. No, I'm not. I don't give a fuck. But I'm gonna go back and we're gonna make every official rating for Dion a 0 or no, a 0. So it brings down the rating of everything.
It will bring down an average to like every movie we've reviewed is like a C or a D plus for sure.
Well, it's just hey, at least he didn't say he liked Ghostbusters 2016. That would have been
That's true. That's true. He didn't. He's like even he was like
Yeah. Now, one thing I want to say to Sajorjan, first off, thank you. Last point I wanted to make when I brought up the Cynthia arrival thing, she like this. Wicked was for that audience. It was for the ladies that wanted to go see it. James Bond is to men as to what Wicked is to women, and we don't want you to fuck with it. I'll say the harsh word right now, but like Hollywood, stop. Everybody out there is listening understands that. We have men and women that listen to this show. You want the stuff that you like to remain faithful to the stuff you like. I don't want James Bond to go to Mars. I don't want to see James Bond, I don't know, be superhero, or I don't want to see James Bond get a robotic arm. Like, I don't want that shit. He's just a dude in a suit who does cool stuff. And every time they try to make it more acceptable for the modern age, it dies. You know what? They modernized 007 in 1995 with Pierce Brosnan. GoldenEye changed the world of movies and games and everything. It was a huge hit, and we all liked it. And he had a lady boss. We don't need to keep going back and forth and making James Bond prostrate himself for whatever the modern political bullshit is of the day. Clearly, I care about James Bond, so thank you, Sajorjan.
Well, no, I mean, I do miss the hardcore branding of James Bond like you do back in the day, where we had vodkas and champagnes and vermouths and all these alcohol companies who were just like willing to throw their money in making special edition bottles and glasses.
I bought that shit. I got a laser etched Belvedere.
Dude, I miss it so much because that was the height of classes, like getting the really nice box set of like James Bond alcohol or whatever was like really fucking nice. And I mean even the watches, even though those are really expensive, like it's like they had commercials for them with him in it. It was nice.
Oh yeah, the
cars and everything, they had commercials. Like they had commercials for fucking months from those movies, and it was great. But I missed that because like it was just. Like it meant a little bit more because I know it was all advertising and they wanted our money, but like at least you knew it was James Bond, like it was a sign of quality,
Yeah, I mean, I got that watch when I graduated from college. That was a thing for me. Like James Bond was kind of not aspirational to where I want to kill people, but like the style's cool, cars are cool. I really don't want to be associated with this kind of stuff anymore. So. Sorry, but the thing is, it's all about sex, Nick. That's why Ethan Hunt gets away with it, because if you noticed how asexual he is in all of his movies, he like touches a woman's shoulder and they'll like look at her face and they're like, I'm with you, and all this other dumb shit. But
that's very true. Like it seemed like I think that one lady here was in it. I forget her fucking name. She's this the British actress, the redhead one,
Vanessa Kirby.
Thank you. I think that's her. She and even the woman from MCU who was in the last one or two.
Oh hell yeah! Well,
yeah, it's just like there was some sexual tension between them, but it was like really fucking subtle. It was like barely there because they were like the way they edited it, where there was like almost a half second more of lingering looks. And I'm just like, oh, so is there something or isn't there something? So I don't know, but like I'm with you. He was very asexual, and I'm just like, you're a spy who's asexual. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You don't drink or anything. Get the fuck out of here.
It's so weird. When I was a kid, the romantic parts of like superhero movies or big budget movies were always my least favorite part. Now as an adult, it's the part I can usually still resonate with. Like, I love Independence Day for many reasons, but like the shit between Will Smith and his girlfriend versus Jeff Goldblum and his ex-wife, that's a story beat that didn't interest me as an 8-year-old kid.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
as a 37-year-old adult, I go, I like that. Same
Yeah.
thing with Batman and Vicky Vale and Spider-Man. Mary Jane kind of blew, but like we're
No,
going
she didn't.
towards
No,
this-
she didn't. That was a problem.
Yeah, that's why she ended up with John Jameson. She's a hoe. Anyway, long story short, Nick, when you're wiping out the humanity, like I saw this thing from the Pope about how AI takes away humanity. We ourselves in entertainment are taking away our humanity through self-censorship because we are so worried about being offensive and that offense could lose money that we're taking away the human elements that make art consumable. And if you do that continually for either the sake of a robot because it makes billionaires richer, or you do it for a couple of idiots on social media who are insecure about themselves, you're taking away the humanity, and it sucks either way. And I don't want to watch soulless garbage. That's what The Mandalorian and Grogu is. That's soulless.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what Disney's
connect.
been putting out for I want to say not the full 10 years, but the last few for sure. Especially with Star Wars, the majority of those 10 years. But MC was good, and then it ended, and they tried to bring it back, and it's really gonna be hilarious to see what happens with Doomsday, because I feel like people don't want to watch it. Because because like The Boys ended, and I feel like that's like the last of the
Well, here's the
stuff.
problem. There's a problem that they're facing that you are exemplifying that most people wouldn't think about. There's a Spider-Man movie out in 2 months.
Well, yeah, Spider-Man gets an asterisk. Let's be honest. But
I'm saying but the fact that you're not even thinking about it means that the superhero in pop culture is kind of a back burner thing for you these days.
No, dude, it was a back burner for me, like at the beginning of phase 3 for MCU. I was just like, I'm done with this. Like, I can't do this anymore. I was doing it for the channel, and I was just like, all this sucks. Like, it's just filler until we get to the end, and I was just done with it. So hell, even we have Supergirl, I think nobody will go watch as well, which is happening at some point.
Because the same shit happens every time, Nick. They try to take a female superhero, they have the actress say a bunch of dumb crap, then they try to act like the fans are bigoted and sexist, and then when the box office doesn't hit, they tell you to just keep waiting because the next one will prove the bigots wrong, and then the next one never comes, and I hate the character after this shit because it's the same every movie. It's Wonder Woman, it's Brie Larson, it's Snow White, and they're already doing it with Millie Alcock. I proved my own point. I forgot Supergirl was coming out, and I like Superman. Saw it twice.
Yeah,
I don't even want to watch this next one, dude, at all. Like, it just doesn't interest me.
Yeah. I think the nails in the coffin for the superhero stuff. Once again, if DC were to put out one every 2 years, I think that'd be the best plan for now. Don't be Marvel and put out 4 a year. Like, no, people are sick of it. You put out one good one every couple of years, and you'll be fine. You can keep it alive.
You're right about saturation, though, because like the Punisher is pretty solid. The John Bernthal guy, John Bernthal version, but they just put out a new special and something else, and they're now making a 3rd season of Daredevil, and this is all stuff I like, but because it's been so saturated with crap, and for the channel I'd watch like Ironheart or other shows like Secret Invasion, that the good stuff isn't getting watched by me anymore. I just like, you could tell me that, like, Jeff, this show looks like a John Romita drawing come to life, and I would go, that sounds awesome. I'll watch it someday.
Yes,
I can't.
But also to even go further down the rabbit hole of that point right there, the fact that we've been conditioned to think over these years of like VOD services like Netflix, it's like, oh, it'll always be there, I'll watch it later. That's also another thing that has like kind of ruined Hollywood because they wanted to do streaming so much. They're like, oh, well, no, it's because remember the Blockbuster days, okay? You had to go Friday, like at 3 or at like 3 o'clock, right after you got your kid out from school, to go get the fucking new movie that came out that Friday that everybody's talking about. You had to go get it because you missed it in theaters like 6 months ago. So you got to go get the new whatever movie and take it home and watch over the weekend, and then talk about it around the water cooler with your buddies on Monday, or at school on Monday, so you could tell everybody. Or post it on MySpace on Sunday night so everybody could read it. Whatever.
I used to do MySpace with my own coding and everything.
Yeah, we all did, man. But like that was a thing, and it was finite. You had to watch it, or you had to get it that Friday, or else it would be taken out. It would just be empty boxes. That's it.
Yep.
Now we've been conditioned to be like, oh, It's on Netflix. It'll be on Netflix forever. It's fine, or it's gonna be passed around somewhere else where I can watch it. It's gonna be fine. I don't need to watch it right now. And that's also a problem where like once again, Hollywood did this themselves, where they're just like, oh, streaming will make us money. It's like, no, because if there's a really good show that's actually really good, it's not gonna make money. People aren't gonna watch it. You're gonna get 2 seasons out of it, which you always magically make 2 seasons out of a show, and then it'll just disappear because nobody watched it.
I used to buy TV show box sets and all this stuff. Like I really used to support these things I liked. Like
Yeah.
I owned all of that 70s show on DVD. That's 8 seasons. And I was a little younger, so the money was a different scenario. But like it was important to have these things because I'm like, hey, this thing that I like, I can own and I can take it home with me and I can watch it whenever I want. And I mean, I kind of miss the ritual of like getting up, putting in the disc, picking an episode, because that to me is better than going through streaming and picking a season and then going, which episode do I want? Like if streaming wanted to win me over, they should all have randomized features. Instead of using the algorithm to try to tell me what I'm supposed to watch because of how much they paid for ad revenue and this and that, why don't you let me like pick The Simpsons and then let me pick a season and just randomize it? I hate streaming because I know like the order of these shows. And so it's like with King of the Hill, it's like, all right, here comes the Christmas one and then that one. And then it's like, it's fun. I'll sit here for 10 hours though if it plays King of the Hill on a loop and I don't know it's going to play. Like, you could gamify streaming, but they won't. For some damn reason, they just make it suck worse.
Well, no, because that, doing something like that would require more money and more time and more resources, and then have to do it for everybody, and they just don't want to, and it's just not in their best interest to do that. It's best interest to keep you, it's the same thing why Netflix has made their highest tier so expensive. I think it went up another like $3 or $4 recently, and somehow the ad tier only went up $1. They want you to get on that ad tier. They don't care about anything else. They want you to get on that ad tier. Okay. They want that ad money. They want the double dip. They want you to pay for it and they want the ad money. That's what they want.
Not happening with me, man. I'll tell you, I have Netflix for business reasons and because my mom likes to watch that shit. And so I'm going to share that with her, but I'll never support ad revenue. And if they cross that $29 line, it gets axed. That is my hard line. Like, I know that's a crazy amount, but I paid for my mom. She watches it that much. Like, literally, that's it. But that's going to be my hard out with any streaming service. And, I'm going to cut more of them back.
Oh, and speaking of streaming, I'll make an announcement about this. Everybody listen up real quick. If you are going to build a Plex server, Plex is the Plex lifetime, what is it? The lifetime tier is now $250. It will go up to $750 July 1st. So if you're going to build one eventually or have that service, go ahead and buy it now. Buy the lifetime tier right now. And I mean, I know some people will be like, "Oh, if Plex sucks, go to Jellyfin." I've used Jellyfin, and I'll stay with Plex. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Plex rules, dude. My cousin built a Plex server with about 5,200 movies on it.
Yeah,
and it's like I've had access to it for about a decade. It's great. You can take it anywhere on the go. You can stream your own movies that way. It's a winner.
I've just recently discovered I can put music on mine, and now I have my own. Like I can use like. I can get music at the highest quality, which is like FLAC or whatever, and play it into my car and on my phone and wherever I am. Like it'll be Spotify for my stuff.
See, now all of this is exciting, but it also really has an adverse effect because you brought up the water cooler talk. We now have the ability to just keep ourselves in our own ecosystem of entertainment, which is great for me. Like, hey, I don't want to listen to whatever the hell Sabrina Carpenter sings. I don't know a song of hers. But if I want to listen to like the Top Gun soundtrack or Beverly Hills Cop on loop, I can. I have access to it. It's wonderful. But it also takes away, like, unless you're talking to somebody that's about your age and you're like, hey, man, you remember Godzilla 98, how shitty it was? Or like, somebody that's like watching a YouTube video, you can't really talk about like what you consume anymore unless you consume the mainstream stuff. And it's not that hot. Like, does anybody still talk about Stranger Things season 5?
No.
Stranger Things is here's the weird part. It has a McDonald's promotion out right now. It still feels like a
for the cartoon, for Stranger Things like Stranger Things 85 or stories or whatever it is, which I downloaded and watched. Like, it's fine. There's no way that like that that story somehow goes into the show. Like, it just doesn't match. I mean, if it's own thing, it's great. But also, I didn't like that they had some sort of like weird like they them character in it. That's one thing I didn't like about it. I was like, why is this
the 80s?
Yeah.
I'll buy aliens and monsters and demigorgons, but modern day politics didn't exist in 1985.
Because there's a character that's female but looks like a punk dude with a mohawk. Like, and even the name that they gave this character is like gender neutral. I'm like, I know what the fuck you're doing, and I don't like it. That's why I'm glad like I acquired that show and then didn't pay for Netflix and watched it that way. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this shit.
No, and the weird part is like in real life, I have no problem with what people want to do. I'll be cool, supportive, nice, all that stuff. I don't mind. But like when it comes to TV shows, I feel like you're forcing it on me, and I don't. And the thing is, the people that are making it are disingenuous anyway.
No, yeah, they are. They do it for other reasons and other agendas, and it's stupid. And like it's idiotic. We've been seeing it for 10 years now, and it's just like, why do you keep forcing the stuff on us? And then if we don't like it, you just calls names like the dumbest shit ever.
It's the exact reason why Backrooms and Obsession are number 1 and 2 this weekend over Star Wars. And it's
because like Obsession is about a heterosexual relationship between two straight people.
I just like how you said 2 straights.
Yeah, 2 straights basically. Sorry, two straight whites to be really specific.
What you're telling me is a basic story that everybody relates to is making money.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's fucking weird.
Now, are you telling me that this movie that's making all this money is probably not only being watched by white people?
No, I mean it probably isn't, because like everybody I've talked to has seen it and wants to watch it. I mean, I have friends, a lot of friends I have, are watching it regardless of their ethnic background. They're all like watching it, and they've all even my brown friends from Tennessee have all seen it, and they fucking love it too. So like, what does that tell you?
A good story knows no color.
Oh, God forbid, Jeff. Say that for the people in the fucking back.
A good story doesn't know color. There you go. Did you hear it? There's an echo. Let's catch up on some of these super chats, Nick, and talk about midnight releases. Folks, this has been a great show so far.
Sorry, we've been 2 old men yelling at a cloud for the last few minutes.
You realize when it's the 2 of us, we always have very consistent viewers that stick around for the points, but when you and I go on, like, it stays pretty good too. So
yeah. We're always like back in our day when things were good.
The thing is, I look at our demographics. Most of our audience and listeners are our age and older. We don't have a lot of young people. Like Clone Geek and a couple people that listen are younger, but a lot of our diehard fans, like the ones that support the books and everything, are not. They're like Gen Xers. They're awesome. So shout out to those guys.
No, Gen X is fucking great. Yeah.
All right, we have Shrovelzoid who says Harambe weapon. Operation Harambe drop. Harambe begins. The world according to Harambe. Harambe fiction, Harambe burning, Harambe free. By the way, Shrobels, I did not see Operation Harambe drop when I said it, but you still get the credit for it.
Yeah. Harambe free. Like, that's a movie I want to fucking watch.
Harambe. How about Boss Harambe?
Boss?
I mean,
goddamn, you're flirting with that line, Jeff.
I can.
You want to make a fucking Hollywood exec cringe. You pitch that movie.
Yeah, I want to make them think.
There you go.
Make people uncomfortable. Shrebelzoid says the world went to shit after Harambe died. Number 69. You are correct, my friend.
It did.
That's why we're keeping the seal of approval up tonight to keep you happy. But you wanted a number 69? Well, asking you shall receive here on WCBS.
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose with his car?
No.
Holy shit. Jamie, pull that video up.
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
God damn.
I haven't played that one in a while.
No, you haven't. It took me by surprise. I was like, oh, the motorcycle. Nope. Nope, not at all.
Not today, Junior.
Yeah.
John Thomas, thank you very much. He says the problem is with Amazon. The call is coming from inside the house. Jen Salke's replacement is no better. The other motorcycle, please. Yeah, just a second. We got you covered. We have high-speed accidents all the time on WCBS. You guys can get a good read on who I am as a person, and I'm proud of who I am. But I don't like the people, these executives that have these ideas, these what's the best like pejorative without calling them a Karen? Because they're all Karens. It's literally like the most damning
Karens,
class to society.
Karen's fine because I mean that's what they are, and then they'll look at their budget marketing teams like, well, by the numbers it should have worked. It's like that's not how this. You know better. Like you fucking like whatever marketing team all these people have bought just doesn't go by the numbers. They go by feelings. They go by.
Can we start a marketing business where we go in and we literally kick these people's asses out of their jobs and then do the work that they're supposed to do? But I want like the physical, like toss them out of the building. Like we have to have that in our contracts. Would you join me, Nick? If Disney or Sony or one of these companies says, hey, we need some marketing mavericks. We need these guys that really have their finger on the pulse of society. You two guys just get it. What do we need to get you involved? Obviously, money and the right to whoop these people's asses that ruined our favorite franchises. If you give us those things, we'll make you the money.
Yeah, if we can physically throw them out, that's part of the contract as well. Too.
My size 16 loafer will be up somebody's ass on the way out the door.
Listen. I want to pour somebody's fucking hot half calf vegan fucking latte all over their goddamn new shirt. That's what I want to do.
I want to unplug their car that's charging out in the parking lot because they think their EV saving the planet.
Yeah. That'll be nice.
I want to make them all leave Blue Sky and use Twitter instead. Like I want to torture these people, Nick. I'm a bad man.
God, no, not Blue Sky. No.
God, it's talking about a fucking echo chamber.
Jeez.
I found that we have been growing on Twitter the more shit we talk, and it's been so much fun,
dude. Oh my God, I don't know. Yeah, and you've like, because like I'll chime in every now and again to like fill in some stuff or like taunt people. It's fun. But every like when I've seen my phone blow up every time. Like you'll make a tweet, and I'm like, Jeff did something because I keep seeing like things keep rolling through my phone. I'm like, oh, Jeff made somebody mad or a bunch of people mad.
Well, the funny thing is,
like, responding.
The other day, somebody was trying to start shit with me, and I was like, "Who is this person?" I looked up their channel. I was like, "Oh, they got decent numbers." And then I saw their pronouns were a bunch of bios and political shit. I went, "Oh, you're one of those people," and I blocked them. I was like, "I don't need to deal with you. You mean nothing to me." Okay, I didn't say that part. I didn't even think about that until now. But now I realize
you shouldn't have blocked him. You just should have kept taunting them, been like, fuck you.
No, here's the thing. Back earlier in the channel days, they treated blocking as like a sign of weakness, like you're supposed to always engage with people. No, my life is so much fuller when I can just say fuck off and then click away from it. Like you never have to say say whatever you want. Don't I'm not telling you whatever, but I just don't have to pay attention to it, and it's a lot freer of an experience on Twitter.
That's true. That's true.
Also, too, if you mute people, you still get all the notifications. It's like,
there is.
That's the only reason I don't mute them. I don't really give a shit. It's just like I don't want to hear from you.
Yeah, there's that feature too, for sure.
Let's hit that motorcycle button for our friend John Thomas, and then we'll get back to our next message, and we'll start the midnight releases, folks. Get your favorite ones ready. We're going to take a trip down memory lane, and it's going to be a good one. So let me find your another button, and we will start right now.
Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one.
Well, I think we got the point.
Fucking TJ Khaled, that jackass. Oh my God.
I am of a house. Another one. I mean, hey, TJ Khaled, if you want to buy my mother a house, she could use the extra.
I mean, just take the chain off of his neck. You'd be able to buy two houses with that shit.
I'd be like, hey man, my mom's a good lady. She was a hard worker. Social Security's fizzing out. Hook her up.
There you go.
Jim Sterling and a Mankini, thank you very much for this awesome message. He says, a movie theater where I live is doing a 7 Nights of 007 event. They'll be screening original prints of Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, World Is Not Enough, Golden Gun, Tomorrow Never Dies, Living Daylights, and A View to a Kill. Not a bad lineup.
Yeah.
Jim, if we lived in the same country, I would be going to your event with you, man. This sounds awesome.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that would be something worthy of at least a long drive to go out and see, like, depending how far it is. Like, I have to really think about it.
If they were doing it near me, anywhere as far as Chicago in that direction or Atlanta,
Hell, if they were doing it in like fucking Miami, you could drive down here. We drive down to Miami.
Don't threaten me with a good time that'll probably happen. You know, you and I end up on these random ass adventures anyway. One of these days, we're just going to end up in Miami. We're going to be like, we're supposed to be at Dragon Con. That's where we left Kendo, but we're in Florida somehow. You wouldn't cross state lines for tax purposes. Now, Jim, if you go, let me know how the Living Daylights and the classic ones look, because I've been lucky enough to see every Bond movie since The World Is Not Enough in theaters. But those old ones, man, they don't do Bond replays very often anywhere.
No, they don't. They just don't. I think it's because of the modern bullshit where they're just like, oh, we don't want to get this misogynist screen. It's like, go fuck yourselves.
That really is it.
That he's part of cinema history, and and that's what it is. I'm sorry I don't like him, but like he's part of cinema history. There are a lot of stunts and a lot of things that happened in that series, that franchise over the years that, like, for some reason, because it has the James Bond name on it, people don't care about it. It's like there were things that people did for those movies and during those movies that affected technology, like Star Trek did, and certain things in our world. But like, fuck it. He's a man's man. We gotta beat him down. It's like, fuck you.
And I hate that mentality, dude, because all things pass, and this bullshit will too. Because this type of, it's like antithetical to, like, I don't know, breeding. The reason we all exist as humans. Now, like, not everybody needs to be 24/7 trying to get it in, but like, asexual people aren't the norm in the majority of people. Just because weirdos have found a place on the internet to congregate doesn't mean they're going to buy your product.
Yeah,
and I use the phrase weirdo intentionally because they're not, like, their life choices aren't weird. It's weird that they never support what they say. They always will run their mouth, but they'll never back it up financially. And I find it weird that they never just stop listening to those people.
No, and I mean, where we've been proponents for physical media and things like that from day one, and like we're always the ones who will show. I mean, we always show our hauls whenever we get things in the mail, or Blu-rays or 4Ks or whatever like that. We always do that shit. So, I mean, we are constantly supporting those movies and the things we love because we can. So.
Yeah, and I'm happy to. Like I told you guys last week, The Warriors showed up. 4K looks fantastic. The picture quality on that's ridiculous. Like, I took more joy out of that 30 minutes than I did the entirety of Mortal Kombat 2, which that movie sucked balls, dude. It was a group of us, and we all we're like, that wasn't that good after the credits rolled.
Yeah, I mean, I figured as much because they were really trying to get Carl Urban in there, I think, because he was popular from The Boys and other things, and it's like, oh, if we have him there, people come watch. It's like, no, it's not how
he didn't do a good job either, and I like him.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's weird how they give him that role, and I'm just like, he's really fucking old. Why are you giving him that role? Like, it's a weird thing to do. So,
what they did is they rewrote Johnny Cage to be okay. So, folks, real quick, I'm aware that there's the original Mortal Kombat timeline, then there's the rebooted timeline around Mortal Kombat 9, and then I guess they keep rebooting it with Mortal Kombat 1 and all this crap. So, I'm aware that there are different versions of these characters, but like, this movie makes him an actor, an old out of touch actor. Like, imagine if Van Damme got called up to Mortal Kombat. So like, he's in his 50s. He hasn't really been relevant for like 30 years. And he's good, but I would be lying if I said I didn't prefer Lyndon Ashby, the original Johnny Cage from the first movie. Like, he's just better. He's more smug. He's funnier. He's got better lines. The fighting's better. I love Carl Urban as an actor, but he didn't do anything better than the original. Just like every version of every character is inferior to what came before, and the movie just was a waste. So don't watch it.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I mean, if I get curious, I'll acquire it by other means and watch it, off of a USB stick or something. But I doubt that'll happen. So,
I gotta still pick up my. Oh, good, it's on deep discount. The original Mortal Kombat got a Super 4K release.
Oh, nice.
From Arrow Video.
Wonderful.
And so I'm gonna pick it up because I love Mortal Kombat.
I think they had their memorial sale, or maybe it's still going on. So you can always pick up a good amount of things for that. I know. Yeah, I went. Luckily enough, I go back to Tennessee, once in a while, and I go to Grindhouse Video in Knoxville, which is worth it. And they always pick up I always at least buy one disc there to support them, at least one while I'm there. And one thing I saw there that really pissed me off is like I was killing time and I was in there for a bit, and I saw a group of like 5 or 6 people come through, look around, and then fucking leave and like not buy anything. I'm like, this is the problem with Knoxville. You people fucking want this store and these things, but then you don't give it money, and you're just like, well, it left. What did it leave? It's like you have to support them financially. It has to happen. Has to happen.
Dude, I don't walk into a toy store without buying something. I know it's crazy to say it like that, but anytime I walk into a comic or game shop, I picked it up from my buddy Joel. He's like, you got to support these things. And I went, Joel, that's legit. And so I do. Like, my local comic shop, they couldn't get the boards and bags in time. You guys know I chose to wait, and you were cool with it, to make sure we support the local stuff. I'd rather support that than Amazon. Amazon can suck.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, and it just really like grinded my gears. I'm just like, because I saw people come in and out and like treat it like kind of like a museum. Like, it's a great place to hang out for, and do stuff, but like, buy a fucking keychain or like an air freshener or something, just anything to like support them. I'm not saying you have to buy a $200 box every time, but like anything will help. But these people just like talk to the guy for 20 minutes or whatever at the front. It was really cool, and then fucked off and left the store. I'm like, something at least. Come on now. But no. So yeah.
It is what it is, but the boutique people, man, like, it's a really good time to do what we do, make boutique entertainment or smaller stuff, because people are hungry, and we're watching big movies, or small movies make big money. We're watching independent people make big deals. We're seeing, stuff's moving. It's been getting good. So like, there's a market out there, and I think as the more we support that, we'll get more of that. And folks, some of our favorite franchises are a lost cause, but instead of penalizing ourselves, just find something else out there. I've been doing it. It's been awesome. Our friend John Thomas says, Judi Dench was actually a pretty good M. Have you heard her recite Shakespeare? She quoted from memory one of the sonnets on Graham Norton's It Was Riveting. I have not seen that, John. I'm a fan of Judi Dench's M. Quite a bit, actually. That was not my first introduction to M, because my first Bond movie was Goldfinger. However, growing up with Pierce Brosnan, he's the man with a Midas touch. Dude, I was reading the book on the James Bond music. That chick had an affair with the guy who, the conductor, John Barry. He was like plowing her as they were working on that song.
Nice. Love it.
Not literally while they're recording it. That'd be a lot cooler. But
you mean like Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher, like they were plowing in between scenes and like doing fucking blow?
Dude, there's a picture of them hanging out with the Rolling Stones and Monty Python on the set of Empire Strikes Back. During the filming of Empire Strikes Back. And in one of the books, there's something they talk about how they were just up for a whole day. And if you watch the movie, you can just see that they're not all. It's during the Cloud City shit. So if they look tired and spacey, it's because they were high the night. At least she was. I don't know about Harrison Ford. He said the way he got through Blade Runner was chemical imbalances or something. Like, basically, he said he got high to get through Blade Runner. Like,
that's wild.
On record.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Well, that was time. I mean, like, look at fucking Stephen King. He's wrote the majority of his shit just high out of his mind or drunk out of his mind. So.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, cocaine is a hell of a drug.
It brought us chapter 1 through
Cocaine
40.
got shit done, man. Cocaine got shit done. All right. Weed's great, but like cocaine doesn't. Cocaine, you don't get things done like you do on cocaine.
I can't speak from experience, but Nick, you're 100% right. We need to bring it back to the Hollywood boardrooms. Just lines out the door for the biggest blockbusters of all time.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
Hell, you give me 2 pots of coffee, I'll act like I'm on cocaine, and we'll get the craziest shit out there, and I'll still survive.
Shit, I'll make you those pots of coffee. They'll be extra strong.
There you go. I had to watch out. I was making coffee yesterday, and it was like way too strong, but I had the most productive day of my year. I even did a 6-mile walk. Okay, 5-mile walk, but I got all that done and more. Yeah. And I got it this morning. I felt like $1 million. So coffee works, man.
It does.
But I don't drink it after midday.
Yeah, for sure.
I learned that from Nicholas Angel. John sent in another message. By the way, John, I will check out the Dame Judi Dench Shakespeare recitement because I like her. She's pretty cool.
Yeah, she is. She's a wonderful actress. Wonderful actress.
John Thomas says, Grindhouse Video, where in Knoxville? Easy drive up from Cleveland. Physical media is king.
It is. Let's see. If you literally just like go to grindhousevideo.com, that's their website. But I think I'll read you off the address just so you know. And remember, okay, it is off of Kingston Pike. It is 7212 Kingston Pike. Number 102, Knoxville, Tennessee. So that's where it is. I think they're open until 7 most days. Go check them out. They're really good people. They have a really good selection. They have everything. They have brand new 4Ks to DVDs.
Is it the place you took me to?
No, that's a Videodrome. That's different.
Oh, that place was awesome.
No, Videodrome's great. It's our, it's the thing. It's a rental place in Atlanta that's like fucking wall to ceiling, like like 4Ks and DVDs and Blu-rays. Like they get all the Arrow shit. Like you can go there and rent it. Like that place is great. But no, like yeah, Grindhouse Videos in Knoxville. But yeah, if we ever run through Tennessee, I'll show you. I'll take you there for sure.
If I could rent 4K discs from a local place, I'd rent a lot of movies because I'll be honest, a lot of stuff is, I wonder how this is gonna look. More so, like like a lot of horror movies. Like they had the big sale on Groove, and they had all these Blu-ray sales with Freddy Krueger. And somebody's like, dude, the 4K box set was cheap. And I thought, yeah, but that's a box set I'd like to rent, watch once, and then maybe own parts 1 through 3. Or no, sorry, 1 and 3.
Yeah.
And yeah, because I can't buy part 2, Nick. It's just too much. Too much.
Oh God. Yeah. Fucking part 2. No, I agree. Like I think I have like I have them on Blu-ray somewhere, and that's as far as I'm going with Freddy Krueger. So I mean, even horror in general, like I won't go above Blu-ray because I think 4K is a little too much for some horror movies.
Some like Halloween looks fantastic though.
No, yeah, but Halloween's fine. Halloween you definitely need in 4K, for sure. I think that the Hatchet movies are like going to be like are in 4K. Then you can like buy them as well too.
I just love my whole thing with 4K, and some people have different opinions on grain structure and other. Look, the Star Wars fans have really turned me off to film restoration, but the real people that are into film restoration. My point is, I want to feel like I'm in the room with the characters. I want it to look so vivid and lifelike that it's like I'm there. Like when Beverly Hills Cop got its 4K release, I was so happy because it was a perfect transfer. It looked great. The colors popped. And when like, you know, when you watch a movie, Nick, and you can tell nowadays with 4K, what's natural light versus studio light or light boards or whatever. Even that, like, and the reason I bring that up, folks, is sometimes an outdoor shot looks like it's brand new, and then an indoor shot is all grainy and ugly. But like sometimes they do like a Beverly Hills Cop transfer where when Axel's in the Harrow Club, it looks like you're in the Harrow Club. And then the flip side, there's Ghostbusters, which has way too much grain and really, I don't like. I watch Ghostbusters on Blu-ray, 4K Ghostbusters. No, thank you.
Yeah, they must have made it too grainy to make it look like like old or like authentic or whatever bullshit it is. Like I feel like that's a choice. That's a choice.
Yeah, it's the choice. Like the people that like the videotapes and the crappy TVs. It's like you think that. I'm not saying you're taking away like you don't want to make a Zack Snyder picture, but you also like when I'm watching it, I don't really want to be like distracted by it. Like the new James Bond 4Ks didn't do a great job with some of the clarity. They're kind of blurry and ugly. So, which is progressively better.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because I mean, like you would think James Bond Blu-rays would be, James Bond 4Ks would be great.
Well, the thing is, apparently they listen to the people on the internet, and the people on the internet complain that they went a little too far in cleaning up the old ones. And like the difference is, Nick, like if you watch Goldfinger on 4K versus Blu-ray, on Blu-ray, you can see the actual texture and like the fuzz on Goldfinger's sweater. You can see like the little fuzz. You can see like every little thing because they sharpened it. But then when you watch it on 4K, it's kind of just fuzzy and blurry, like the whole picture. Like you look at the sky in the one shot, when they transfer from Miami to London, the sky moves because it's so fuzzy and you're like, what the hell? So you kind of like have to condition yourself to watch James Bond on 4K because doesn't look that great.
That's terrible. Yeah, I know the ones I got for my server were all the Blu-ray editions, and they were like 5.1 audio. So yeah,
like outside of GoldenEye, the Blu-rays are okay. I get that the colors are slightly too much for people, but you got to remember too, Nick, Blu-ray is the last mainline home video release. 4K is out there, but it's a little more niche, and stores keep getting rid of it. But a lot of Blu-rays were altered to look better on shitty TVs because, HDR fixes all these people's problems. But, a disc, you got to sit there and on an old TV, I got to color calibrate it and do all this shit. So they made the movies look really bright and colorful, and they did that for a lot of stuff. And some people like that look. I think sometimes it works. So,
yeah. I think with some of the older stuff, it works a little bit, but it just depends.
James Cameron is like, if somebody was asking, is there ever been a good transfer from home video or from the theater to home video like that? James Cameron has never done a great one because I think he did so much DNR for True Lies that it looks bad. And then he like hid The Abyss or something. I know this makes me a bad film guy, but I don't like James Cameron. I like Terminator. I like Aliens, but like, I hate Avatar. I hate Titanic. I don't even like the Abyss that much. So
yeah, The Abyss is okay. I prefer Leviathan and Deep Star 6. I prefer those ones because they're a little
better.
They're a little hokier, but they're fun as fuck.
Yeah, I don't really care about like Ed Harris's humanity and that water creature. Like, okay,
yeah,
cool.
I really don't. Like that's fun, but like Deep Star 6 and Leviathan are like where it's fucking at because those are like fucking underwater monster movies and like almost done in like a Roger Corman way. They're so much fun. They're ridiculous. They're so much fun.
Shout out to Fox Hills. Now I want to watch Beverly Hills Cop for the 40th time. Oh, it'll be my 40th time this year. Actually, I haven't watched that movie at all this year. I talk about Beverly Hills Cop more than I watch it. But I play Axel F all the time.
There you go.
Today when I was out running errands, Nick, I had the Beverly Hills Cop soundtrack on. It was the soundtrack of my day.
Nice.
It was glorious. Oh, last
That's
thing,
awesome.
since somebody sent in a message about this too. Nick, my new hobby is to get isolated music tracks just for the fun of it. And now I found the Axel F isolated music tracks, and I have learned more about that song than I ever wanted to learn. So,
what do you mean? You like it isolates each layer of the song?
Yes. And so what happened originally was I was looking it up for Tears for Fears, and then I found it for Michael Jackson, and then I was like, I found a bunch, so I went to bed because like. When I mean like an isolated track, folks, it's like, here's the bass line to beat it. Here's the keyboards to beat it. Here's the guitars to beat it. And what you can do is you can layer it and you can make the song yourself. But I just like to see what each element sounds like since I play the piano. And like, if you listen to the keyboards for Beat It, it sounds like a sad song. If you listen to certain, honestly, I'll play it for you because it's like a weird whine. And it's got that, I can't play it for you on the air, but I'll play it for you later, Nick. You'll be like, this sounds like if you were to take the keyboards to Beat It and put it in the background of like a romantic scene or somebody dying or like, I don't know, somebody going off to war or something, it would fit better than like the actual song Beat It. So, well, when I hang out with you at Dragon Con, I'll share with you one of those things. You might
okay,
laugh.
for sure.
Oh, The Abyss. Look, I don't hate it. It's fine. I'm not gonna dump on anybody that likes it. I don't hate it. It's not Avatar bad. It's not a bad movie. I just don't ever want to watch it.
It's like it's like E.T. for us. We understand the cultural significance, but like we're just not fans of it.
I'm the opposite of an E.T. fan, Nick.
Well, no, yeah, because same here. I've watched it twice in my entire life, and both times I'm like, I don't get it. Like I understand this is culturally significant. People love this movie, but I've seen it twice and it's really boring.
I hate it for one reason, and I won't watch it for another reason. The reason I hate it is because its bullshit cultural impact killed The Thing, which is a superior film in every way.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Also, too, if I'm going to watch E.T., why? Why don't I just watch The Goonies? Because the kids are way more
exactly. Yeah. No, for sure. The Goonies is way better than E.T.
Child of the Flower, if you watch it, let us know. If you don't, I'm sure you're happy either way.
Flower, here's your homework. Watch The Abyss and then watch The Thing and tell me which one makes you shit your pants first.
Dude, I use The Thing as a litmus test for people's film watching experience. Because like
That's become our litmus test for a lot of shit. I swear to God.
Look, I'm one step away from getting your blood in a wire and a battery and testing if you're human. If you don't like the thing, I need to know if you're human at all. Like
you have a point. I'm with you right there, honestly, because that movie, it sucks that it bombed in the box office, but it's become such like a cultural thing that's been like slowly building up over the decades, and people are just like, it's that's the epitome of like an alien movie is the thing. Yeah, the cutesy aliens landing and exchanging people and doing this and the other is great, but like this one is fucking violent and it's the middle of goddamn nowhere. It's good shit. It's good shit.
The best.
Yeah.
John Thomas says, Cocaine Harambe, Farscape, the Harambe Wars. Opinion of John Cleese's Q. Harambe Busters, the Harambe with the golden gun, and a view to Harambe. Well, I was going to make a really in poor taste joke about a view to Harambe is what led to his end, but we won't talk about that. However, you asked for my opinion on John Cleese's Q. I loved it. So I was 11 years old when The World Was Not Enough came out, and I already knew John Cleese from George of the Jungle and a couple other things. Like I did watch Monty Python as a child. My mom watched it when it was, on back in the day. Well, when it was on in America on PBS. And so she would like rent tapes or show me it. So I was aware of who he was and I liked him. And when he took over for Desmond Llewellyn, I never even cared. He was as good, and they put him in the games. Like that's why part of me is kind of jaded. There's like an alternate reality where Pierce Brosnan sticks around for a couple more movies. They keep John Cleese, but they can like fix the tone of the movie because it was a really good cast. They had a great Q, a great M, a great Bond, a great Moneypenny. Robinson was great. Bill Tanner was great. Oh, yeah. Everybody was great. Now they're just generic and bland.
Yeah. John Cleese's Q. I mean, it's funny because like you would think it would be a juxtaposition to the other Q, but it's not. Even though like he's probably like I would say like 10% funnier than the previous Q, but it's still within the limits of like his character and what that character needs in the whole story. So it never like is a stark difference from like it never interrupts the whole story. It's a nice little break from the action and the spy stuff and all that other stuff to kind of have this like very small comedic moment for about 5 or 10 minutes. So it's a nice welcome break from somebody who's been doing it for decades. So it's just great.
John Thomas also sent another message that says, but Mary Elizabeth Mastriano or Mastrantonio, the lady from Scarface, Tony Montana's sister, was hot in the abyss. And it's even a more alien First Contact movie. I like happy endings. Are y'all actually going to hang out with the plebs at Dragon Con this year? You mean like we always do?
Yeah, like we always do.
Yeah, you guys just, here's the thing. I tend to intimidate people because what happens is people walk up to us, they say, I love your show. And before I can say anything, they're like walking off. And when they talk, they like look scared. Like I'm happy. Like if you see us at Dragon Con, come hang out. We are very happy to hang out, actually.
Yeah, no, we've run into a lot of fans and stuff at Dragon Con all the time, so it's always
we
a
were
good
hanging
time.
out with Retro Blasting last year.
Yes, we did.
He was cool as shit.
Oh, dude, he was super nice. He was he the guy dressed up as Indiana Jones?
Yes, he was. He had a great cut. Look, I know many things about Michael.
He was, dude. We stood with him in the hallway for like in that hotel for like an hour. Talking about his costume, and it was so awesome. It was great.
He was great. I was gonna say, like, if there's somebody that's gonna know their shit, it's him. And John, it's funny. People wanted to come up and talk to us, but they could see we were deep in this discussion, so they'd be like, "Hey, it's you guys," and then they just wouldn't like want to engage because they didn't want to interrupt. So if you see us, say something to us. We love to talk, just like the one, the only Dion Green in the house. Love to say hi to all his world-class fans. What's up, my brother from another mother?
What's up, baby, boys and girls? I'm here. I'm sorry that I'm late. Those that make me queer. What's up? I miss you guys. What's happening?
What did you turn on auxiliary mode?
No, I usually have my speaker before, but we just got out of the movie, and usually I did this shit beforehand, but I forgot this time. Not because I've been drinking and/or doing other things, so don't even think it. But
what movie did you go see?
That's what happened. We went and saw Backrooms.
Oh, you got in? I thought that when you said it was sold out, you couldn't get a ticket.
Was it standing room only? Do you have to stand in the corner? in the back of
Listen,
the theater.
I had to beat up a whole gang of I had to beat up a clan of white people to get our seats, but I got them. But that shit was most of these people didn't even show up, which is hilarious. But yeah, it was sold out. We got the same show, but that's what we're getting out of is that 720 show of Backrooms.
How was it good? Was it worth it? Was it like the YouTube videos?
Listen, I'm learning all this shit. I didn't realize that it had been a video thing until my knucklehead wife and nephew told me about the shit. But that being said, yes, it's like that. I will say to the other part of your question, is it worth it? If you, our movie things, we get a couple of drinks and then we go to the movie. So I was a little lubricated, and obviously the two of you, you my homeboys, I was hitting Benjamin doing the same thing. So I was ready to enjoy some weird shit. Yeah, dude, like if you're down to watch some weird shit and not know exactly what you watch, and you may take advantage of a friend who doesn't have a lot of friends and go watch it again just to fucking see if you had your thing down pat when you watched it. Yeah, man, it was worth the money. It was cool. We were talking about on the whole way home, talk to y'all. Hillary was very much like, yeah, they would like it. I was like, man, it's some weird shit. If you liked, what was it, baby? Eddington, the one with Pedro Pascal and Joaquin Phoenix. If you liked that, and if you enjoy the and Late Night with the Devil, if you like those films,
Late Night with the Devil, dude. Yeah, I watch weird shit. I watch Altered States and shit like that. So
we know you. Listen, everybody who's here on the show knows.
Wait, is Altered States the one from the 80s where the guy turns into a sand dune?
Yes, that's the one.
I watched that in an altered state once. That is a fucked up movie.
Yeah, Altered States, Videodrome, The Fly, The Fly 2, like they're all fucking weird.
Videodrome, dude.
Yeah,
that's the perfect thing to bring up. It is if you've seen Videodrome and you liked it, you're the type of person that was like, "Yo, I watched this shit and I'm confused, and I like that I'm confused." You will like this movie. It is definitely one of those. My whole. Listen, we watched. I took Hillary and Diane to go see Eddington, and I'm pretty sure I figured that movie out because it's just such a clusterfuck up until the end. This is a similar thing, but it's like it's A24 pulling some A24 shit. It's like I said, yes. If you like Videodrome, you'll like this movie. If you, depending on how much you didn't like Videodrome, you can still like this movie, but it's a weird one. It's a weird one.
Yeah, we watched Videodrome at the Lexington Comic and Toy Show.
No, we did. You were like, Nick, put on weird shit. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, then I ate a pint of ice cream and fell asleep.
It's
that friend John.
Like it's everyone that saw Friendship with everyone that saw Friendship with Tim Robbins and Paul Rudd. It's that without the comedy. Tim Robbins. See, I do that every fucking time. Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd. If you like that, it's like that without it being as funny.
I was going to watch it when it was Tim Robbins and Paul Rudd because that's a duo waiting to happen. Now I'm less interested. Thanks, Hildar.
Yeah. Apparently, Tim Robbins, he is not cheap. That dude.
No. I watched that movie and I was confused by that because I'm like, this is supposed to be an A24 comedy and it's more of like a dark comedy or something. It's very strange.
Yeah, it's definitely a dark comedy.
Yeah, it's very weird. It was very weird. So. Yeah, it was odd, but it was A24's attempt of making a comedy. I'm like, you guys attempted it at least. Good for you.
Listen, that was one of my favorite movies of the year. I thought that shit was, I loved it. Especially with the people involved. This very internet-esque era of humor. I think it hits at certain points, especially now how much that movie has become so much of a fucking meme. So many chunks of it are meme now. It's like, okay, like it's definitely an interesting point in dark comedies that we're fucking living in, especially after watching freaking Backrooms.
Listen, you want to see a real dark comedy? Watch Coffee Table. Then talk to me. We'll go watch Coffee Table. And
I've heard that one. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, go watch Coffee Table. It's a foreign film, so there's subtitles, but go watch that and tell me how much you like dark comedies, because that one gets dark real fucking quick. That one gets Wesley Snipes dark
Isn't
really
that one
fucking
French
quick.
or something?
Spanish.
Isn't that one
Spanish.
Is it
Yeah,
French?
Spanish. No. There's going to be a French.
Spanish.
I think the read. I did Spanish, but the thing they're redoing.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just read.
No,
Holy shit,
don't
this is
don't
a
say
comedy?
it. Don't say it. Don't say what it is.
I'm not. I started reading the Wikipedia page. I'm done. I'll watch this movie one day.
Yeah, just so you know, just so you know, like what you're reading is terrible, but when you watch it in context of the movie, then it makes sense of like why it's like a dark comedy. You have to watch it to understand like that premise. Reading the Wikipedia page
Once
is
I
fine.
read that, I went, "Oh, this is going to be pretty funny."
No. It's one of those things like you have to watch it and like then you understand why it's a dark comedy. Because you just read the Wikipedia page, it sounds fucking terrible. Like it's the worst thing ever.
Sounds like a Serbian film, Nick.
It's
I'm saying by just reading it, it sounds
no,
like
no,
a
of
Serbian
course.
film.
It's not a Serbian film. Fuck God, Serbian film's really out there. But no, like if you watch you have to watch it to get the dark comedy aspect of it. Yeah.
Well, let's watch it at Dragon Con, Nick.
Okay.
Like literally at Dragon Con, we'll break the law and have our own screening. We'll just hold up our cell phone and be like, "Hey guys, we got a Bluetooth. We're watching it. It's comedy."
We'll just go into those projectors and project it onto the wall above people or something. That'll be fine.
I have a projector I could bring. I got it at Ollie's, no joke.
Nice.
Nice.
They had one of those one-up arcade machines that had a 1080p projector in it.
Oh shit!
And it was on sale for $100 and whatever, and I had a coupon. I got it for $70. I only bought it for the projector. It's brand new.
Damn, dude, that's nice.
So I did have a ball on a budget. Friend John Thomas, thank you very much. John says, by the way, John, thank you very much. You have been super giving tonight. Would you like a special button request? Anything like a Steiner or one of the bigger ones? Let me know, man. John also says, I like the 1950s The Thing. I never watched the newer one. Monty Python on PBS. My brother and I are laughing our asses off. My mom and sister looking at us with confused looks. I didn't find y'all there. Oh, I love.
I think we need to post on our social media where we are, like while we're there, so people kind of know where we are.
Yeah, what we'll do this year is once we get in the venue, like not the day where we get our badge, because that's usually like the craziest time we're dealing with the heat and trying to get the parking.
Oh yeah. So because you come in Thursday, we just like we'll go eat and then go get our badges and then go back home.
Prison taco. It's not a sex thing either. It's really good food.
Prison tacos in Atlanta. It's literally tacos across from the prison in Atlanta.
Dion, you need to make your way down to Atlanta with us because you might not want to go back to Michigan. It's got everything.
Dude, the last two Dragon Cons, specifically something's come up like right before. And I agree. I 100% agree with you. That is a goal. That's on my fucking, hey dog, get your shit together. Rebrand. I'm in.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like, what is it? 80 to 100,000 people in downtown Atlanta for like 4 or 5 days. I mean, luckily last year was cooler than it had been in a while, but I think this year it's going to be hot as fuck.
Great, because the one year we almost passed out, and we're going in black suits.
Listen, man, Atlanta's
we'll change in the car, so we're not going to go like the entire day.
Look, we can't wear short sleeve shirts with the ties because we look like Mormons. We're trying to convert people, or Jehovah's Witnesses. That's what it is.
Jehovah's Witnesses. I mean, we can wear short shirts under the jackets so we don't kill ourselves.
Oh, that's the plan right there, dude. I got one of these dress shirts that's made for like superhuman weather. So
there you go.
But John, you can't miss me.
You really can't.
Yeah, it's not an exaggeration. Just look for a giant guy. I won't be usually in a costume. I have very, very colorful shirts I wear.
Yeah.
So I stand out. No, Nick, one of the days I'll wear what I wore to WrestleMania.
You
should I show the chat? Should I show the audience?
You should show them.
All right, folks. So I don't know if you realize this, but I've been working out really hard. I do 5-mile walks. I've been doing all this stuff on my recumbent bike. And so Nick saw the results at WrestleMania, and man, did I turn heads. Did I not? Everybody was checking out my WrestleMania attire. So I guess I can't find it on Facebook. Let me pull up the Instagram real quick, and then I'll show you that because it's kind of worth a look. But if you see this at Dragon Con, you should approach me. Like, I want to say hi. Just don't be surprised. I have to tell Instagram.
You look like
I'm not a
Chris
robot.
Evans in The Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I tried, bro. I tried really hard. I've been trying to come up a bit, you know.
If you think it was impressive when Chris Evans, you know, Mr. America from Bumfuck America beat GSP was impressive, watch my boy Jeff Hicks. He gonna knock out John Jones. That's my guy. He looks good.
Yeah, I got it in me, you know. I'm just gonna lay the smack down. Oh, well, I'll show you the picture in a minute, folks. For some reason, all of my technology knows I'm here. I am. I was about to say. I just want to embarrass me. But yes, this is my Dragon Con attire. I'm really proud of the the progress. What do you think, Dion? Is that perfect for Dragon Con?
Love it. Perfect. The man.
Oh,
You were doing the plank machine with Edge and Christian.
I actually thought about buying one of those.
You did like an overnight thing the way Kunal Knob Job.
I bought the fast rooting thing.
Nick, all I had was rice, chicken breast, and salmon.
I bet you did.
Yeah.
and about 4 or 5 peptides an hour. There you go.
Yeah, each ab took 12 pill injections.
Dude,
I went down this look. I never realized what look maxing was.
Oh God, you went down that fucking rabbit hole. Oh,
I went down the
Christ.
rabbit hole of look maxing. The guy in the video is like, I'm infertile because I use all this shit. I'm like, what? So
yeah, when you have to inject things into your balls,
It's
like
just
it's
they're
a
not
problem.
all like that. Yeah, they're not all like that.
Dion-
This whole
Dion's-
maxing thing is proof.
Dion's
that
trying to
generation right behind us is just soft.
Dion's trying to look max right now. Okay, he's ready to inject things into his butt right now.
Dion, you should turn off the camera for that. I just
Yeah,
didn't
those
shave
things
today.
are called beer, Midwestern vagina, and motherfucking red meat, son.
Is that a Domo t-shirt?
I think it is a Domo t-shirt. It is a Domo t-shirt.
God, I forgot about Domo.
Oh
Dr.
my God.
Coffinails asks, will any of you be in Indianapolis in July? Is that for Days of the Dead, Dr. Coffinails?
Yeah. I think that's Days of the Dead. Yeah.
If it really wasn't far for Nick to come, it'd be something fun to just do, but I don't have anybody to go with, so I will not be there in Indianapolis at Days of the Dead.
Dude, Days of the Dead in Atlanta was dead this year. Like they were still posting like vendor tables to buy like 2 or 3 months out. I was like, this never happens. And then I went to it Sunday, and it was just like nobody was there.
Well, I hate to say it, man, but the horror con has been turned into the pop culture con, and the diehard fans have stopped going to like. I mean, also too, you've reached a point like how many videotapes can you get signed? How many times can you meet Tom Savini? How many times can Kane Hodder fake slit your throat? Like those are all good dudes, and I want them to make tons of money.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
After a while, you're just like, oh, there's Linnea Quigley, there's Felissa Rose. Hey, look, we got somebody else this year. It's George Wendt. Like, it's just the horror con scene is dead to me, man. It's
No,
just
I
fun to, like,
agree. I
okay.
agree. I agree.
It sounds like you're missing excitement, not that you're missing. You know, there are a lot of people I'm sure would love that. It's just it hasn't adapted. It's not bringing anything new for you. You know, don't get me wrong. You know, my motherfucking homie has a podcast. So I've met Tom Savini. You know what I'm saying?
You scared away Tom Savini.
Like,
tell the true story.
He didn't get scared. It was more of a
he avoided us.
Oh, It was a O. It was a O. It wasn't avoiding. It was a O.
It was. I'm sorry, but every time he passed and his name was like in our aisle, you and Kenda would yell out "sex machine" every fucking time he passed.
Yeah.
Every time he went to go use the bathroom, he's like, "God damn it, these guys."
I had a great time that weekend.
Yeah, that's
It
when
was
you
great.
hugged Billy Zane.
I had a fantastic time. Yep. Yeah. There was someone was just, I think it was probably Billy Z on Instagram, Billy Zane. And I was like, yo, man, I hugged you at Whorehound. And I left that comment for real because that shit happened.
Dude.
I showed him the picture of the Titanic poster.
Dude, when I was he just started laughing. I was like, dude, I love. Yeah, when that was around time that we had perfectly, we had shown the Phantom to Hillary. Oh, dude, I love the Phantom. You're great in Titanic. And that dude just hugged me. I was like, this is so fucking cool. My man.
Hey, Jeff. There's Fanboy Expo in Knoxville, July 10th and 12th, and Alan Tudyk and Tyler Labine are going to be there. You're going to have them sign your Tucker and Dale poster.
They're the best.
Oh, Dr. Confidence was there. Was that when we met, dude?
Yeah.
Was that weekend?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because we met Superfan Adam Shawhan and Dr.
That was
Confidence.
that. See, I keep forgetting about he been so much shit now, but I just like automatic. Yeah, I just met this dude at a thing. I keep forgetting it was the same weekend where Billy Zane gave me an unprompted free hug, dude. Same weekend.
Well, and you also made Lance Hendrickson like almost pee himself from laughing seeing you waddle down the aisles in your turkey suit. You know,
shook his hand too, man. That shit was crazy.
Yeah,
we got to do that again at our next
show. He couldn't stop laughing at you. He didn't know what. Like he was looking at this thing coming towards it on the aisle, and he's like, I don't know what the hell to do with this.
Here comes Dion, the jivest turkey this side of the Mississippi.
It was.
I just love the line of people being like, "Why didn't I think of that?" I'm like, "Because you did."
Everybody's mad at you because all these little slippers were like looking at you and fucking giving you handshakes and stuff and hugs and everything, and everyone's like, "Why didn't I think of that?" It's like you should have.
Who was the woman with Lance Hendrickson? It was like a woman from it wasn't Jeanette Goldstein, but it was like somebody of that caliber. Like she was there too and thought you were funny.
Yeah, she was right. She was like right next to him. I forget who it was exactly, but yeah.
I can't remember who it was, but one of our fans happened to watch.
Wait, was Shannon Doherty at that show?
I think so.
Yeah.
It might have been Shannon Doherty. I thought it was somebody with dark hair.
Yeah. I think that video is on our Patreon. I don't think it's on our YouTube.
Yeah, that's an old one, folks. You have to check the archives. Hell, I have to check where the archives are currently.
Yeah, because I think
broadcast on YouTube. I think I went on Patreon.
Yeah, because we did a live on YouTube, and then we I think Jeff took it down and put it on Patreon. So,
well, the thing is with a lot of live stuff, you just have to take it down for algorithm's sake. Like the stuff we're doing isn't because we're trying to hide stuff. It's YouTube is changing again, and we're gonna be on the forefront of this change and do all this stuff to continue to grow. So, catch us live. We'll keep the shows available on other platforms for you guys, no matter what. We're not leaving. But this kind of shit isn't changing, so don't worry. You're like, what about my Thursday nights? I'm hanging out. It's great. Overkill 161. Thank you. He says, today's April Rama Cinema features are Harambe's in the outfield, Harambe Nanny, Suburban Harambe, and Harambe Checks Out. Button 44, please. Yeah, Dion, we celebrated the life of Harambe because it was the 10-year anniversary of his tragic exit from
memes
life.
Have been.
Jeez, man, yeah, it's Back in 2016, it happened, and the world changed for the worse.
Yeah. Well, let's make the world a little better with a nice fun button.
Okay, listen, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I got freaks 9 days out of the week. I can give them. I was only 7 days in a week. Man, you ain't big pop. I'm the big bad booty daddy. It's nonstop. Now listen, English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
That's a good one, dude. Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
I just thought it would be funny. I'm glad you guys like it. There's something I'm making. Eventually, it'll get leaked on the channel. But there's something epic that's coming soon, folks, that you'll never expect. So be prepared. When I say, "Hey, it is ready," come running because
Yeah, Jeff is starting an OnlyFans. Just so you
Oh,
Yeah.
no, tell them.
Times are rough. God damn it.
Only in certain foreign markets will I be appearing on OnlyFans. Like the Canadian market exclusively. We have a maple syrup deal.
Yeah, like Siberia and like Uruguay and places like that.
It's cool to be the king of Siberia, man. Nobody bothers you. Yes, it's only Jeff's. There we go.
Oh my god.
Let's actually talk a little bit about the topic for tonight and keep things rolling. So Dion, you picked the perfect time to come back, man, because we're going to talk about a memory that we all shared in collectively many, many moons ago, but now it is a tradition that has been lost. That is the midnight release. You remember, Dion, what it was like to go down to the Meridian Mall in college and be like, "Hey, I got to get Halo or God of War 3 or whatever you were playing because you were a PS3 guy." But you remember that excitement of what it was like to wait in line with your fellow gamers and just share a moment? Wasn't good.
Oh yeah.
So, folks,
Dude, I remember that shit.
Sometimes those lines smelled funny.
Always did they smell. That's why my GameStop was always outside.
Ours, the only GameStop that was near us was an hour and a half away, and it was in a mall, so they had to have mall security there. Basically, two guys who couldn't run 4 feet, trying to guard up like 50 people in front of this like GameStop.
Yeah, there were nothing is ever perfect. There were the smelly dude bros. There were the people playing card games in the line, but it was still a fun experience because there are times when the product is not as good as the memory of the launch. Like for me, I technically wasn't midnight, but I tell you about how I waited in line for the Wii. It was more fun to hang out and wait all night and like those memories than the actual console itself. So, there is a twofold, but I think the one that stands out to a lot of people is the Halo 3 midnight release. Like, if you weren't cognizant, Halo 3 was the event. That was, that was everything, dude. Like, if the phrase "broke the internet" existed in 2007, that would have broken the internet. That trailer with the little kid and then Master Chief throws down the bubble shield on him. Like that one, people went nuts for that trailer.
Oh god, yeah, dude, remember that shit? Yeah, the bubble shields and the whole thing, like the new dynamics of the game and having like those add-ons were really big. People loved that shit. So
Halo 3 is still the best Halo.
Yeah, Halo 3 was peak, and then like it kind of went downhill from there. Like the story went to shit, and they went very like, I don't know, they went very like anime with the storyline, and I was like, I don't like this. Fuck this. You guys screwed it up.
Thanks,
Dion. What's something you loved from midnight release?
Dude, so much. Like, listen, and the fact that you asked that question, right? Like, you were a part of so many of those motherfucking memories. The first one that comes to mind, mainly because the release was after the day after my birthday. But I know it's right now. I'm just in love with Dr. Coffin Nails right now. I don't think that is his birthday, but one of the fans' birthday. We have the same, or he's within the early teen group of November. But when Skyrim came out, I was dating Hillary. You and I were friends. Obviously, I was in college. Things were better. And fucking Skyrim came out, and that shit was fucking nuts. And then luckily we live. The beauty of living in Lansing is, it's not a very big city, but a lot of midnight releases. The lines weren't bad. And that shit released, it wasn't, I don't know if that one was a midnight one, but I went and got that shit when GameStop was over next to Jimmy John's, right across from campus, and there was like no line. And we went in and got Skyrim and went home, and she was playing that shit. And that shit was crazy. And then I remember when Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 came out, and that was a midnight release. And that I got that one from Meyer. and that was when this is the original Modern Warfare 2, kids, the one that was awesome, not that piece of shit. But that was when they released it at midnight. You got a free bag of Doritos. It may not have been free, but it was a free bag of Doritos and a free a 2-liter Mountain Dew to go with it, as long as were buying the game. And I bought that shit, and I got my Doritos, I got my Mountain Dew, and I was putting my nuts on a lot of noobs. You know what I'm saying? Those are the two that immediately stick out. God of Warfare 3. You weren't with me, but like I remember telling you, because that was 2010. Yeah, that's shit. God of War 3 is up there in my favorite games of all time. That was PlayStation 3. That shit was crazy because that was the GameStop again, midnight release, and there was just they were just open and they had a bunch, and I went in, and I left. It was good.
Yeah, that's they're starting to die. But I remember you had to order it you had to drive to your to your GameStop and order it there and give them the $5 to hold it for you, and then they send you an email or something and be like, hey, it's coming out of this day at this time at this whatever, be here. And then you had to go to the mall or wherever it was after it was closed and get in line and wait in line with the other people and just wait until it was time.
Yeah,
when the local news stations were always covering that.
Yep. Yeah, when the local news stations were like, there's a line out out of GameStop tonight, at like midnight, everyone's here to get Halo 3 or whatever.
Those were simpler times.
Mm-hmm.
Now it goes beyond
back
just
when,
games.
back when we had full games, we didn't have to wait for them to fix them 6 months later.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the revolution, Playboy.
I thought this was New Jack City, Dion.
I want to shoot you so bad.
Now, folks, this goes beyond gaming. We have, there's movies, there's books as well. Our friend Child of the Flower says, when I was 15, I went to Borders to get the last Harry Potter book. Spent the day getting my costume ready. My sister and I waited until 2 a.m. to get our books, but spent all evening participating at the party.
Nice.
That kind of stuff is fun. Bring that stuff back.
Yeah. Even midnight movies. The midnight movie was at midnight on a Thursday. It was not a Friday, so you had to forego work a little bit in the morning or sleep a little bit less, to go to school or whatever that Friday.
I did that.
It was one of those things. And even back then, there was no pre-ordering tickets. You had to go to the box office. Hopefully, they had tickets, and then get one. And then you had to get there early because there was no assigned seats, and you had to get a good seat. You had to fight for that shit. You had like 4 jackets with you for your friends, and your friend went to go get the fucking Cokes and the gummy bears and the other bullshit, and you had to wait for that shit to shuffle around people, and it was a whole thing. It was
Avengers and it might have been this might have been that summer of 2012. The Avengers and the Dark Knight Rises. I went and I texted everybody up. And I was like, yo, you want me to go get fucking tickets? And
buddy, you called me on the phone, and I drove up from Michigan for Dark Knight Rises.
Right. Well, you were probably just assumed when I went and got them. And I remember I fucking on lunch, I was like, yo, I'm going to drive up from work. I'm going to go grab these fucking tickets. And I got them. And I remember dude being like, yeah, people have been showing up. So I'm, you probably did the right thing. I was like, yeah, bitch, I know. I read the Avengers, dog. I read Dark Knight. Get out of here, son.
Dion read the hot sheets. It's okay.
Well, you're the one that knows all the insider information, Nick. We defer to you.
Jeez.
Look at our Oscar stream, folks, to see Nick's. I mean, we should get you a Mr. Cleo shirt, man, because you predict the future better.
98% accuracy on the Oscars this year. 98% accuracy. Only missed 2. Only missed 2.
Shrivels Away. I also did the Watchmen midnight release. It was college, but it was our spring break had started that day because we always had early spring break. Dion, remember? So
yeah, because I couldn't see open night because I was going to my brother-in-law's wedding, eventual brother-in-law. Because Hillary and I, we didn't see it the night of. We saw it 2 nights after opening weekend. Yep.
Because I just remember it was 3/6/9. That was the release date. I was like,
Dude,
okay.
I remember. What was it? I remember the Men in Black midnight release. It was Regal Theaters in Sevierville, Tennessee. It was funny because like it was like the staff did a little like thing with like they had an alien running around and they had people with squirt guns and suits like killing the alien. And then the way of doing the flashy thing was taking a camera with a flash and in the front of the theater and like taking a picture of the entire crowd. Which I think they did for the first one. Yeah, for the first one in like what 97 I think or 96.
7,
yeah 97. So yeah, so I remember going to that one. Like that one was a good time, and like that movie like was fucking great, and everyone loved it. It was when Will Smith was actually a decent person and a good actor, and people actually went to go see his movies.
He hadn't married Jada yet.
Yeah, he hadn't made that mistake yet. So
I mean, they were together.
Maybe we should go back in time and like stop Harambe from dying and Will from saying yes. Like,
listen, man, if you ever need another example of when them sugar walls will drive a man to make a mistake, Will Smith. Like sometimes, and I get it.
Yeah. Shit. I even remember being in college when
she loves me, man.
I remember being in college when Halo 2 came out, and like people were out of class that day because like at least 60% of the class was gone because they were quote unquote sick, and they were all out fucking playing Halo 2.
So when I was senior in college is when GTA 3 came out. That's how old I am. Or not 3, excuse me, GTA 5, not 3. I was in 7th grade. But when the last GTA came out, I was in my last year of college, and I had a test that morning. And then I just said, fuck school. And I ran up to the local GameStop, which I had pre-ordered the one on campus. We had like one like adjacent to campus. I had the game waiting for me. And then I just went home. Like I bring that up because when GTA launches, what do you think the level of productivity that will decrease? Because remember, some movie or show or something came out. And they said national productivity dropped by like
Super Bowl level.
Super Bowl level.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like I think we're gonna get like there's going to be like weeks of people just not getting shit done. It'll probably push us closer to the AI overlords.
Whoa. When GTA 6 eventually comes out, like whenever we land on Mars as well too and have that colony up and running.
I say it's out in November like they planned. I don't think there's going to be any like the joke of it taking forever. I think they fixed it because I think what it is it was made as a product of its time. And it would have been out of touch by 2026 standards because some of that outrage culture has slowed down. So I think it would have been a very dated game. I think that's what the delays are, not any bugs. But that's just my guess.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things where like I would like to buy that day of, but also again, I don't want to. So I don't know. I'm up. It's a toss up, really.
I probably am. I think my thing is I think it GTA 6 ran into the equivalent of Hollywood sitting in hell, where you have video game companies spending movie amounts of money, and I think it's a part of what you were saying, Jeff, but at the same time it was the money people wanted one thing, developers wanted one thing, it got caught up in development hell 100%. And now, it's just, they just, in the end, I think it will be, hey, the fact that it got caught in development hell happened to be the perfect fucking time for it to come out. And it's gonna level the planet.
Yeah. Well,
what if it sucks?
You'll know within 24 hours. You'll know within 24 hours.
But we're all gonna find out, as Captain America said, what together.
Listen, Jeff. Within 48 hours, you'll see 100,000 YouTube videos being like GTA sucks immediately. If it really does suck, you'll see it.
Well, the thing is,
YouTube will be flooded with it.
I will buy the game because I have owned all the GTA games and I liked 5, so I don't need to take some like fake moral stance. Like I'm not buying this game. I just don't participate with the DLC. I haven't spent a single dollar on Grand Theft Auto Online. Because I don't want it.
Same.
But I have probably put 500 hours into GTA 5. Like, I am a GTA guy. I got that shit in my muscle memory. I literally started replaying the games on an emulator, and I went "Brr," and started busting out cheat codes. I'll go to the grave knowing how to spawn the Hydra jet in San Andreas, or how to make the cops fuck off. Like, it's just, I know it.
Ah, those fucking codes, man. I love that shit. Jeez. Oh, God.
So I've never done a midnight release for GTA, but you brought up movies, Dion. I guess the greatest one I ever had was the Avengers, but I miss that excitement when I did. Well, we did Rise of Skywalker, but that was like a 7 p.m. showing, right? They don't really do midnight anymore. They do 7 p.m. now, the day before.
Yeah, they'll do evening and afternoon shows on Thursdays for the newer movies, which is like, I get it. You want maximum, money for your product, but god damn it, the midnight thing was such a thing, a part of its time, and it was so, I don't know, it was nice when it happened, but man, not it's gone now, so it's whatever.
Yeah, but it's nice that we still have the memories of it. Some people in the chat were like, I've never been to one. Imagine a group of people equally excited for the thing you're excited for, and most of the time everybody's in a really great mood, so it's like a weird party atmosphere.
Because back then we had reviews and things like that, but they weren't as prevalent as they are now for a lot of things. We had IGN and things like that as well, but like people still wanted to make up their own minds, so you had a bunch of people who were like, oh dude, Halo, like you had like Halo 2, Halo 3, like I'll use those for example. People were like, oh dude, loved the first one, the second one's got to be cool because we all watched the trailers for it at like what the hell was that gaming conference that happened?
E3.
Yeah, we all watched the E3 bullshit, like because that's what we did. We watched E3 on G4.
Exactly.
We did that. So we were all hyped for it. We knew the date. We pre-ordered this, that, waited, like did the whole thing. So like we're part of this, this fraternity of people who did those things, and these things meant stuff to us. And we made friends with people in line, and we never talked to them again. But we had a good time. We did the thing. We it was part of the fun. It's part of the culture. It'll never happen again, unfortunately. So yeah. One thing I'll say this one thing about the Nintendo Wii. A week later, when that console came out, was the funniest shit because you kept seeing YouTube videos of people who didn't use a wrist strap and would fucking bash their TV in with the remote.
Back when YouTube was new.
Yeah, back when YouTube was new, and you would just see people bashing the TVs in with their remotes who didn't use a wrist strap and just were like, I'm trying to cut vegetables, I'm trying to play tennis, and they would just like kill their TVs immediately. It was the funniest shit ever.
Then they sold those Wii condoms. Remember those?
Yes, the Wii condom.
They were free.
But like everybody was like, I don't need the wrist strap, fuck this. And then they would like fucking play Wii tennis and like fuck up their TV. It was the funniest shit.
Matt makes a great point. Just face it. We had the last analog childhood ever. I'll explain it to
I do. I have
I
have nieces and nephews, and they always ask me, it's like, tell us about the good old days. I'm like, back in my day. I have to tell them what shit like that. And like
you're making my knees hurt, Nick. Stop.
God, I gotta take a Geritol later. Yeah, but no, I mean it's once again, like they know it because like it's it's a weird thing because talking to my nieces and nephews is hilarious because like they're all like it's still teenagers and then in their early 20s, and they're like, oh man, we can't go party, we can't go all this stuff because the cops will come shut us down. I'm like, then tell your friends to quit posting shit on TikTok and you won't get caught. Like that concept is foreign to them. They've actually got to a point now where like they're using flyers and not using like fucking Snapchat and other bullshit to message each other and like have evidence of this happening. So like they're trying to go analog again, and I think it's hilarious with a lot of the stuff, and it's just really funny that they're going back to this thing that we did as kids because I was out of necessity.
I don't really even want to go back to an analog age. I just wish people wanted to pay attention to other people again. Like I hate when it's like even before the pandemic, people had their nose buried in a phone. I like when you go to things with the intention of like interacting with other people.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
social guy. I can't stand being by myself for like weeks on end. That's boring.
Yeah, of course. But like we're that's the age we're in, unfortunately.
But I find that the more I'm me, the better results I get because there are people out there, excuse me, that are hungry for that social interaction. So if you just, I talk to everybody and I find more people. Like I went to the Star Wars opera the other week, or orchestra, excuse me. I talked to this lady, this like yoga
fancy
instructor.
bitch.
Oh, I was fancy, man. I got a cocktail and everything. I talked to this woman for like 2 hours. She's like, come take a yoga lesson with me. So I think I might try yoga, guys.
Fucking
get some avocado toast.
Get your avocado toast. Warrior 1, Warrior 2, Warrior 3. Yeah.
Downward dog.
Downward dog.
Let's welcome the sun, like Josh Brolin.
The sun. Oh God. Whatever you do, don't do hot yoga. Just don't do hot yoga.
Is it like hot chicken? Is there a lot of oil involved?
No, it's just like I think they turn up the temperature of the room to like 100 degrees or something, or to like 95 degrees or something like that, really uncomfortable, and it's just like you sweating as soon as you step in there and then you're just sweating the entire time you're there.
I can go outside on an 80-degree day where it's humid and just sweat the entire time.
Yeah, so like just don't do hot yoga.
Yeah, I think I just wanted the free part.
Somebody said, "What about goat yoga?" Don't do goat yoga.
I've seen videos of that.
It's bad.
Get the fuck out of here, Dion. Get the fuck out of here.
Hold on. It's a dad joke, and he's a dad. I'll allow it.
Okay, all right. You got a point there.
No, also too, Nick, we had an example of that kid we hung out with at the con where he like wanted to talk about old time stuff like videotapes and all this tangible stuff. And I'm like, but that's not enough. You got to have the other part of the socializing, like if you're trying to really get what it felt like back then.
Well, because like back then everything was finite. That's the thing, is everything was finite back then. Like I said before, like going to rent a tape on Friday, you had to get there early because there was a finite amount of tapes to rent to watch the new movie. And that was the only way you could watch the new movie that came out that Friday, was to go rent them. You couldn't just like wait for Netflix at until like 12:01 at midnight or whatever and watch the thing that came out or you were waiting for. Like there was none of that. You had to go find the rental place near you, whether it be Family Video, Blockbuster, or your mom and pop shop, and talk to them, be like, yo, it's coming out. It's like, yeah, I'll be here Friday. And then you had to go and like get it. And you had to be there. Like if you had kids, whatever, as soon as you got out of school, you got them, you got to the video store, got the thing and went home. That's how it was. It was fine. Like that's the thing that everybody forgets about that. And that we remember is like, everything was finite back then. Everything was hard to get. Even to search things for facts or get things off the internet or look up stuff. You had to go to the library to look things up. There was no Google. There was none of that shit. There was Ask Jeeves, and that was fucking sketchy too. That was the first one, and that was real sketchy to find.
Remember, Nick, if people wanted to watch a movie trailer, they couldn't go to YouTube. They just had to pay to go see Meet Joe Black, and then they
yeah. I mean, there wasn't YouTube. I think there was like video, like AOL video phone or AOL whatever it was, and they played the trailers. But it was in such shitty quality. Like it was in like 140p or 360p. Like it was shit quality. So like you couldn't.
I think the lowest is 144, isn't it?
Yeah, 144. Like so you couldn't tell who was there. They were all blobs of color. The sound was like 96, whatever the hell it was, 96 decibels or whatever the bullshit the processing thing for sound is. Like it was bad. So like you had to go sit. And once again, this was like going to the movies was actually good back then because the trailers were. It's like they were 10 to 12 minutes. It wasn't like now where it's like you could be late for a movie by 30 minutes and still see like 2 trailers. Back then it was like 10 minutes solid, like 4 or 5 trailers, and then movie started. That was it. So like,
I was like 40 minutes late for Mortal Kombat, and I still didn't miss anything.
Dude, I know without traffic, I'm exactly 12 minutes away from my theater. I know exactly like how far it is. And I know that I can still go to like Walgreens and get candy, and then if I need anything else, I can get that, and then I can go drive there, and I'll be there by the time the movie starts. By the time I park, walk up to the theater, and get in there, I'll be like right within the time of like being able the movie to start.
Yeah, I get a 30-minute window to get to my local theater. So
same.
I like it.
That's my window too. Yeah, 30 minutes of bullshit, and then you can watch the movie.
as soon as Dion sits back down, John Thomas, we're gonna press your buttons. The Horseface Girls Jeff full length YouTube sense or ship. Yeah, no problem. YouTube censorship. We'll hook you up. We'll play the Horse Girls buttons. Let's get them queued up so Dion doesn't know we're switching the.
Yeah.
thing.
Make sure you get it queued up, man. Do it right now.
Now Dion's back. There we go. He'll never know. Don't you just love trolling your friends, folks?
Yeah, that's one thing everybody forgets about back then. It's like everything was finite. It was hard. Everything was hard to get.
God, analog TV. See, that's another thing too. Like over the air, it kind of sucked because when I was little watching SmackDown, you had to like have the antenna and the rabbit ears and shit. And now I go back and I watch it. I'm like, oh, this is what it looked like. It was so fuzzy on my old TV.
Yep.
I didn't really know what they looked like.
Yeah. So I had a lot of that. Yeah, I mean that's just how it was back then, man. Yeah, it was all very finite. You know, if you had to watch a new episode of the new TV show that day, or else you'd miss it forever. Never see it again. Maybe if they did it like a holiday rerun, you'd be able to catch it if you set your VCR correctly. But usually you couldn't. So you were SOL.
Yeah, John Thomas, here you go, sir.
Who are you? What are you doing here, and where are my horses?
Sorry, Dion. This was a super chat, and John's been super generous. Hey, Dion, let me give you one to help you cleanse the palate. Trust me. We're more than friends.
I don't have friends. I got family.
That's why his favorite restaurant is Olive Garden.
I don't know.
He's getting his spinoff.
Wait, he's getting a spinoff?
Yeah, they're doing TV shows of Fast and Furious. Yeah, I think Paramount's doing TV show of Fast and Furious. They're doing like,
but dude, I don't even hate the Fast and Furious. Like, yeah, I don't like them anymore, but there was a window where like I was there opening day for all those movies.
2001. Yep, 2001. Where they were stealing VCRs and CRT TVs and DVD players.
And Rick Yoon
and
yes.
Dude, that you talk about a movie that changed culture though. I remember the world before Fast and Furious and after Fast and Furious because everybody wanted a damn tuner, and then you had the games like Midnight Club and Need for Speed Hot Pursuit and all this stuff. Or no, sorry, Underground.
Yeah,
like,
Underground, yeah.
They had like that just changed everything, and it tied in together. And it was also too, it was like a cross-cultural thing because you know how today, like with the Black Woody video where they had to have the black doll and the white doll, everybody just went and watched Fast and Furious. Just and it had something for everybody. It had rock, it had rap, it had Ja Rule, it had. Was that even a selling point? It had Ludacris.
It was no. Ja Rule. That was the end of Ja Rule's selling point. Was that movie, and then Ludacris had to take over because he was getting big, and now he's just selling fucking vitamins.
Half Past Dead was what killed Ja Rule's thing.
Ludacris ain't shit no more. He used to be the man. Now he's just selling vitamins and fucking bubbly water and shit. He ain't doing shit anymore. Yep. He has one.
He's old.
Yeah, he has one restaurant in one terminal of the Atlanta airport. That's it. It's called Chicken and Beer. It's too fucking.
I mean, I'm sure it makes money.
Yeah, it does.
Chicken and Beer, Ludacris. Oh shit.
Yeah, Of course, it makes money when they charge you $40 for chicken and beer.
Exactly.
Wait, really? It's that much money?
Yeah, I wish I was fucking kidding. I got to the airport early one day and I'm like, I'm check this out. It was mediocre. They charged me that much and I was just like, God damn, that's a lot for this. It wasn't even that good.
You know what? I'm gonna make that up to you. I'm gonna take you to Ron's Roost. You're gonna have the best fried chicken. It's from a German lady.
Oh yes,
named Olga.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I gotta come up there around Halloween time to go to what's the theme park up there?
Kings Island.
Yeah, I gotta do that this year.
Let me know. We'll go.
Well, let me know when the Halloween stuff starts, and I'll make sure I'm up. I'll make sure.
It's pretty much the whole month of October.
Okay, it's not in September at all, just October.
I'll look for you.
Okay,
and
cool.
I'll let you know.
Cool. Yeah, because if they do a little bit in September, I might come in like late September whenever it starts and hang out for a weekend.
You're in luck. It looks like September 19th through the 1st of November.
All right, I will be there probably the first couple of weekends then in September.
Hold on, wait. Yep, that's kingsisland.com. All right, cool. Well, we'll hang out. There you go, folks. We will live stream it for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll get a hotel room for like those days and just hang out for the weekend. We'll go to Kings Island Saturday and just see how it is and stuff. So,
but if you're gonna get a place, get one closer to me, because if you stay by Kings Island, you're not really by anything you're gonna want to be by.
No, I'll be by you for sure. I'll be by you for sure.
Maybe I'll just look at it and be like, hey, I'm gonna celebrate my birthday early, and we'll just rent an Airbnb for no reason.
Okay.
We'll turn it into a party weekend in Cincinnati.
Sounds good.
Again, folks, we'll stream it for 5 minutes.
We'll stream it for 5 minutes.
Because it's like, then we can take it as a tax write-off. Actually, says John Thomas, the hijacking electronics was really a thing. We were prohibited from stopping within 200 miles of the shipper to discourage being followed.
Holy shit, that's a real thing. Oh my god. So people were really hijacking fucking DVD players back then. That's insane.
Black market, bro.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. That is wild.
Baby.
That is wild.
We should watch that because it's a 25-year-old movie now. It's vintage.
Yes, sir. It is the 25th anniversary of Fast and the Furious.
Oh my god.
Hey, Dion.
The first two were good. I gotta say that at least.
I agree. It's first two.
Yeah.
So I like 1, 2, 4, and 5, and 6 are good. But whatever the last full Paul Walker one was, when he like drives
7.
off 7, that movie's not that good. Like, they're not. And then 8 was bad, and then 9 I turned off, and I skipped 10 completely. So
10 I went to go watch free in the theater, and I was just like, "This is just. I still want my money back. I want my time back that I wasted watching this." Because like they go to space, Jeff. They go to fucking space
in a car.
In a car.
I'm covering my face right now. You can't see it, but
well, we can see the cover.
Haha! You can't see the sunburn I got.
Yeah, dude, it was that because like I watched that and I fell asleep in the theater as well too, and I woke up towards the end. I'm like, they're in fucking space. How did this happen?
It's like, how did I wander into Star Trek? And why are they playing sabotage? Those movies should just take a nice rest. They were awesome for a hot minute, and I know that they're like big with a bunch of different markets, but the story's over.
I agree.
Stop.
I agree. But it's made money, so they have to keep beating it like a dead horse, like they've done with everything. So yeah.
But there's a certain point where they cross it, and the thing goes from, well, it's just a big franchise to now they're beating the dead horse, and I don't even want to watch the old stuff. Like, I go, this is embarrassing.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, man.
We got a message from our pal Enrique who says, "Hell yeah, Need for Speed Underground 2."
Oh my god. I think the guy who played Turtle in Entourage was in one of those games.
I believe it.
Yeah, because
he had a little bit of time where he was a thing.
Yeah. He was. Yeah, he like those guys were in a few things, but like I feel like all of them just kind of like did the show, made their money, and like had their have made something else out of their own lives, which is good because it's funny because it
make
seems
the movie a decade too late.
That's true. They did make the movie like a decade too late, but I blame Hollywood for that. Because like they could have made it a couple years after the end of the show, but they didn't. So
I need to watch that show and that movie.
Yeah, well, here's the funny thing about it. That show takes place before California got legal weed, and it's very hilarious, like how that because you lived in California, Jeff. You know how it was there, and like
everyone was high to get through.
Yeah, this show takes place before that time, before it was legal. I think it actually happened during that show, and it was one of the episodes, like one of the things they did in the show.
Yeah, you sold me.
Yeah.
I also
And
know they have an Aquaman movie in that show.
They do. It's one of those things where it's like it's about four guys trying to make it in Hollywood, and like one of them's an actor, the other one's has been there for a while, and one of them's a manager, and Turtle's just kind of like the guy who gets who's kind of like the chauffeur and gets them everything they need all the time and sort of takes care of them. And it's just them trying to make it in Hollywood and kind of keep their head above water, and make sure that they can do good. And you will love the Ari Gold character. Like I fucking love Ari Gold. Jeremy Piven.
Yep, already love him.
Fucking hilarious character that he does in that show, and it's just like I don't know. I just love it all. Like honestly, watch the first few episodes whenever you have a minute. Like it's really a fun show. It's one show that I keep revisiting quite a bit because it's a fun show.
I'm aware of like it existing, and I've wanted to watch it. So
yeah, if you have, I think if you have HBO Plus, it's on there.
That is the one streaming service I don't currently have.
Okay.
Well, I can change that.
Yeah. Do it.
Enrique Vasquez.
Do a free trial.
Do it free trial? All right. Enrique says, I love CDs, but I don't want to be carrying that case around. Oh, I agree. That you put in your car. And I'm not big on Apple, but I love the iPod Classic. Garbage button, please. Yeah, I don't like... Here's the thing. When I say physical media, I really want home video because it is superior. Like the picture quality is better on disc than streaming, and it's not up for debate because of the bit rate. We know this stuff.
Yeah,
but gaming and music, I prefer. I know, like I use YouTube Music and I stream my music. I want to keep everything on my phone. It's just a convenience factor for me.
I know. Like the last iPod, that copyright is like gone now, and people are making basically iPod rebrand things that look exactly like it that they sell on Amazon. They're like $150 and they have like a terabyte of storage. They do Bluetooth. They have the headphone jack. The battery lasts for weeks. Like it has a new operating system. You just drag and drop the files onto the thing. It's not like you have to go through like fucking iTunes to get it. And it's a whole better service, a whole better device than it was before. So like that kind of bootleg exists. And there's a whole community of people in the last in 10 years who will take broken iPod classics and revamp them to have all that shit in it. They'll have it to where it has like a terabyte of an SD card in it. The battery is brand new. It no longer has a little hard drive that spins up every time you want to play a song, so it saves a lot of battery power. They put Linux on it now because iTunes doesn't work anymore on it. Like they do a whole rebuild from the ground up.
Maybe one day I'll get into Linux, Nick, when I become a bigger nerd.
I'm sorry I mention it all the time, but it's like because of what's happening in the world now, people are more and more into it. And I'm glad people are researching it and getting into it because they need to. They really do.
Once Dion gets into it, then I'll get into it.
I mean, he's on the barrier of it. I'm sure he is.
You should get Dion a Unix book.
Sounds
that
so
was
much
obscure. I think I'd rather read the inside of my eyelids. Anyway, here's the button you requested, Enrique.
Garbage day! Huh? No!
That's a classic.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Now I can't play.
What was it? Last Christmas, there was a theater here in Atlanta that played all of the Silent Deadly Nights from like 8 until 4 in the morning.
Yeah, I should have gone.
It was like 4 or 5 of them, and it was just like I was so done when I got home. I was like, I got home at 4:30 in the morning. I'm like, I'm tired of shit.
I would have loved it because we would have gone, had a few drinks, and just screamed "Garbage Day."
Oh yeah, yeah. Because like the last two are like Silent Deadly Night adjacent because they mention the characters vaguely in the dialogue, and there's other things that happen in them. It's so fucking weird.
Now, I can't play this video, but I wanted to ask you guys about this. Have you seen that dancing robot that fell over to Billie Jean?
Yep.
Can you show us?
Those individual robot videos have been hilarious.
Oh yeah. Because they can't. They don't do very well.
No, it's just the funniest thing, Nick, because it comes out and you can see it stutters and then it like falls down the stairs. And the best part is the music just keeps playing as that robot lays on the ground dead. It's not even like kicking its legs to get back up. It's just like, I have failed. Let's see if I can find like I'll play the silent version for you.
Yeah, if you can play it without the music, that'd be great. Because the minute YouTube hears one half second of Michael Jackson, it freaks out.
Yeah, I will not be playing any of the audio. But let me mute that completely. You know, even thinking about playing a Michael Jackson song is going to get you like a fine.
No shit, dude. No shit.
But here, check this out. So it falls. Here's the whole thing.
That looks really good for those few seconds. Holy shit.
So it comes, this thing is skipping on me.
It's fine. Wow. And then, geez, that looks almost human. That's terrifying.
Love that shit.
And then like 2 stairs, like fucking.
Yep.
And then hold on, wait. There you go. Here comes the guy to look at it.
He has to fucking drag it away. You know what? That's AI in a nutshell. It's really great until it has a tiny obstacle it has to overcome, and then it just can't deal with it.
I had to fight AI for 45 minutes today because it kept fucking up on me. So
yeah, dude, that shit is and it's funny because it's getting more and more expensive now. They've gotten to a point now where like all these businesses that were just like, oh, we're gonna fire all of our people and go to AI agents or whatever, are now being like, oh, it's too expensive to run AI. We have to hire these people back again. So,
and I hope everybody wants double the pay.
I do too. That'd be great. Apparently now also if you have even a whiff of anti AI sentiments across any of your stuff, you are almost deemed a domestic terrorist now.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, that's become a new rule.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Take me down to Paradise City.
Yeah, where the grass is green,
and the girls are pretty,
and the titties are big.
Yeah, with the real big titties. Take me home.
Yeah, no shit. But yeah, that's something that came out recently. Is it's kind of like anybody who has any sort of anti-AI sentiment will be put on a list. I mean, we're already on a list, but we're going to be on another list now. You know, so
yeah, the list of I don't give a shit. Just bring it.
Yeah. So it's weird, man. But I'm with you. Like, yeah.
So guys, let's check in with the audience. We've been going for about 2 hours and change now. Is there anything else we haven't covered this week? Is there anything big we've missed?
No, Grogu.
Besides Mandalorian, Grogu isn't tracking to break even.
Yeah, it made like 81 million the opening weekend. So yeah,
it's not a good movie.
Yep.
I mean, like even Disney knew that because like there was.
I would say it's all right.
Yeah, because I mean the fact that Disney didn't like push it out like it was the greatest thing since individually wrapped cheese slices tells you something.
Well, excuse me, I'm so excited to talk about it. I'm yawning, Nick. This is the first time I've yawned on the show in a minute.
I know.
Thanks, Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's like, usually it'll be everywhere all the time. I mean, I love how they even charged, what is it, $20 bucks, $25 for a shitty Burger King meal that was Grogu and Mandalorian themed or something, and nobody cared.
Yeah, I was checking out at Kroger, and the kid behind me worked at Burger King. He said something. I was like, "Don't you guys have that $20 meal?" He's like, "Yeah, it's pretty good. You should try it." I'm like, and he was like really being sincere. I'm like, "Look, man, I appreciate the sincerity. I'll never pay $20 for a Star Wars meal." And he just was like, "It's got this and that." I'm like, I was like, "But the SpongeBob one was decent." So I'll dabble in themed fast food. I have a soul. I like fun. I just $20 for a Burger King meal.
Yeah, dude.
Get out of here, man.
Yeah, it's
exactly. Miss me with that shit.
Yeah. But also, I do love how there was you talked about earlier the Stranger Things Happy Meal toys for the cartoon that's on Netflix. Like nobody cares about it.
there's such a weird disconnect because it's like marketing is trying to do stuff for people that were our age, and they think, well, all kids like this, but everything changed after us. Like that next generation, it all went digital.
Yeah, but
So
but
people
also
don't care about this anymore.
but also people like we used to have the McDonald's Happy Meals. We can't eat McDonald's anymore. We're too old for that shit. That shit will pass through us like shit through a goose. Okay, we can't handle that shit anymore. All right.
We also know what's in it.
We
so
also
just
know
like
what's in
to-
it. It's like Soylent Green or whatever the fuck. It's terrible for you.
What's people in McDonald's? Ugh.
Probably.
My only time that McDonald's is acceptable to me is breakfast because sausage is sausage. Like I understand that there's varying degree of quality, but like it's full of salt and nitrates and other shit at Bob Evans and McDonald's. So it's like it's not gonna be that different. The biscuits are pretty decent. So if like I have to eat McDonald's, it's got to be breakfast. Other than that, I ain't touching it.
Nitrates, it's what plants crave.
Yeah, it's what keeps your heart beating really fast until you die.
That's true. Yeah, man. I probably touch fast food like what 10 times a year at the most.
Yeah, it's just
yeah, I don't
you want to live
I
to
just,
be old, man.
Yeah, I just don't do that shit anymore.
Well, I will break like I don't consider Jersey Mike's like regular fast food since it's just a sandwich, but
True. Yep.
Because you got to look at it like lunch meat. There are varying degrees of quality, but like they're not using anything that wouldn't be in like your local Boar's Head. Again, nitrates and sodium. So it's like, are you going to buy it at Kroger or are you going to buy it in a store? Either way, you're eating salty meat. So they can fill it with preservatives.
Salty meat. That was my name in high school.
Oh, you were a pirate, weren't you?
Salty meat.
Yar, Peter. Yar, Steve.
Oh, man. Well, yeah, you got a point there. You got a point.
I've thought these things out way too much, dude. Okay? Like, I don't know why, but I figured everything out in life. Anyway, our friend John Thomas has a request as well.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's me, your old pal Buffalo Jeff.
Awkward. Yeah. One last thing. Have you guys heard of a video game called Beam MG or Beam MG?
I don't think
no.
Bean or Beam?
Beam. So Nick, you know what it is. Remember those car videos we were watching at Kendo's house, that video game where they would like jump off the ramp?
Yeah.
I've gone down that rabbit hole and I'm considering reviving WCBS gaming for James Bond and this game. Like, this game is fascinating. It's all about car crashes and physics. But
dude, we like maybe OJ would love those videos.
He did. He wanted to watch them.
We would watch, and like they were fun to watch. You just watch endlessly of these, video game cars crashing into shit for hours. It was great.
I follow him on social media reels now. I get what would happen if we launch a McLaren at 600 miles an hour.
It's fun. It's
yeah,
really
or what's
fun.
your survival chance of having a BMW fly through the air?
Mm-hmm.
I love shit like that.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah. Well, as you can tell, I've reached the end of my day, folks. It's pretty late here, and WCBS has to get up in the morning and finish fulfilling more books. So, folks, if you have backed the book, it is in boxes and envelopes and in boards and bags and all that good stuff, but I'm just a guy. However, the first shipment will go out tomorrow, and then the following will go out probably Monday, and then I'm shooting to have everything out by the end of next week. Shooting for it, but I will have stuff starting tomorrow going out. So if you get an email tomorrow, your stuff is on its way to you. You will all receive emails because we have a new system here. So be on the lookout for that. But thank you to everybody who made Stealing Solo 2 a reality. And if you missed out on that, folks, stealingsolo.com has your book right there. It's a comedic crime caper about a group of disgruntled Star Wars fans who originally kidnapped Harrison Ford and forced him to remake Star Wars in their basement. And now they have become the kidnapped. They are at the whim of one crazy Mark Hamill. So if you like comedy, if you like crime, if you like, well, crime gone wrong, Stealing Solo is the book for you. But you can only get that at stealingsolo.com, and I'm on my way to getting that book in stores. So wish me luck, folks. So, anything else you guys want to say before we go?
No, man.
Yeah.
All right. So, folks, thank you for watching. We'll be back next time with more. But in the meantime, be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.
.com.
Yeah.
You think it's getting too weird around here?
Absolutely.
I didn't notice.
I like it.